Welcome everyone back to Casters and Castles, and welcome to
D20 Deathmatch!
Let's go. I'm Tormented by Gnomes. It is my joy to be your Dungeon Master. Today we've got Mudcat, Pods of War, and Ninja Men Mac back here on our Coriander Society D20 Deathmatch crossover event. And while I fix the camera that I messed up for Pods, Mudcat, what's going on in your world? Good to have you with us.
It's good to be back. Trying to think. We just started a brand new series over here on D20 Deathmatch, Sky Piercer, which is the origins of the Grand Master. We just started that last night. We'll be continuing that in a 3-part series over the next month or so. But part 1 is going to come out on YouTube tomorrow if you missed it. So that'll be fun. And we've got some other things in the work in the background this month. A lot of things going to be launching soon. So get ready.
Hell yeah. Be sure to follow D20 Deathmatch on Twitter to get all those updates. Hashtag not sponsored, hashtag not an ad. Matt, buddy, how are things going for you right now? What is up?
Good. I'm very excited to be back in the hot seat, and we finally get to have another chance at dispatching Ralzamon, Master of the Somewhat Known.
Would it be an absolute jerk move right now if I just kept on baiting you guys? And like you never actually catch him. It just keeps on being the final battle with Ralzamon forever.
I mean, I feel like it would be apropos for what we've been doing.
It would be on brand, but I think it might be too much. Pods, I'm gonna wait until you're in the middle of taking a drink before I ask you what's going on. What's going on?
I'm good. I've been under the weather, but feeling better today and excited to play.
I am super happy to have you here. I'm super happy to have all of you here. For those of us just joining, there's a lot going on. Essentially, John Carmichael and Asena have traveled beyond time and space to a place only known as the Void, the domain of the Grand Master and her treacherous servant, the Arbiter. Here, in order to fend off the ennui of eons and eons of immortality, our hero, I'm not going to say heroes. The Grandmaster holds death matches, calling people from across the multiverse to fight in her arena for honor and glory. This world is comprised of all sorts of different parts and pieces, little bits and bobs pulled from other worlds across the multiverse. Just as John Carmichael and Asena in the universe of Yord were about to finally defeat their nemesis, the psychic mastermind Ralzamon, Master of the Unknown, the Arbiter reached through dimensions and pulled his shade to his fortress. To use Ralzamon's psychic powers to spy on his enemies as the Arbiter, so-called servant of the Grandmaster, plots an insidious coup against her. With Ralzamon's psychic powers able to read the minds of the faithful and project across all space and time, within, reason, our heroes chased him down and allied with Lyrus, who's a member of the faithful, a werebear Goliath warrior. They've been helping the faithful, tracking down Ralzamon. They finally found where he's being stored, for lack of a better term, in a keep in a place called the Shadowlands. They tried to sneak in. They used because they have an ally as well. There's all these different people from different worlds. There's an ally, Circe, the Master of Magitech, who used her shrinking and anti-shrinking ray on Lyrus to make him into a huge bridge. They got inside. Stealth failed. Huge battle went down. Lyrus just vanquished a draconic death knight, one of the Arbiter's elite servants. But with his dying breath, he activated a spell called Hellball, which created a massive explosion of infernal flames, consuming our hero and reducing him to how many hit points?
0.
Great, roll a death saving throw.
Okay. Oh, man. Hold on, I gotta get rid of my health first.
Yeah, you won't be needing that. You're fine.
Yeah, you're right. We roll this. Come on, D20 roll. There we go. Oh,
That
God, it's
is
not good.
a failure. That is one failure. Okay. The fiery explosion that just incinerated all of the skeletal minions, reducing their bones to ash and glass, slurry across the floor. The mighty Goliath werebear, in his enormous Magitech-enhanced form, falls to the ground, and the entire fortress trembles with the resounding thunder of the impact. It is now Circe, Master of Magitech's turn. Where the heck did I leave her? She's running around here somewhere
Over
with her
here.
flying boots. There she is.
left.
Thank you. We found her.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there anything that she can do to help our hero? Next, we've got some villains, and then John, it's going to be your turn in terms of heroes first. Okay, I know what's going to happen. Circe is going to fly over with her magic flying boots. She sets her... This thing has a ridiculous name. Ray gun of amazing transformation to freeze mode.
Ooh.
And fires it directly at the enormous werebear, freezing him in a block of ice. While you're frozen, you have 40 temporary hit points.
Oh.
And until you stop being frozen, you're stable.
Oh,
Oh.
man. I just got cryo froze. Let's go.
Yep. She puts you on ice, and that'll be it for her. Next up, it's Aulus the Kindler, a muttering priest of fire and the sun, who's trying to track down John Carmichael, who has 3 mirror images of himself flying around. How are you flying, John? Is it just a flight spell?
Just a flight spell that he activated from his tattoos.
You've got your spell tattoo glowing, you're flying around, you've got your draconic form activated, there's 3 shadow clones flitting around to confuse people. You're 160 feet in the air, and I'm reasonably certain that this poor guy doesn't have anything that can hit you when you're 180 feet, 60 feet in the air. Oh, he does have one thing. He will cast Fireball.
Yeah, he did it last time. That makes sense.
You know what? If it doesn't work the first time, try again. He points into the sky and screams a prayer to some forgotten sun god. Puts his palms together. It forms between his hands with tendrils of ethereal fire coalescing into the middle and then charging and flying upwards to explode next to the flying wizard dude, warlock guy. Well, what I'm trying to say is roll reflex saving throw.
You mean a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. Oh my God. 3rd edition will not stop.
You
flying.
did the thing that I did.
Wow.
Weird.
You know, I give XP every time I leave myself on mute. We should do something else whenever I call it a reflex save. We need a counter.
Ooh, that's
or
a good
something.
idea.
10 doesn't do it, my guy.
Give me a moment. Give me
All
a
right.
moment.
While you're pulling through your bundle of nonsense, the party
Yep,
gets
bundle of
one
nonsense.
disposable item, grenade, scroll, potion, etc., that has to be used during this encounter, thanks to a Streamloots card that was played by chat. What are your thoughts? Pods, what do you think? Is there anything that would be useful to have like a single disposable use item in this fight? I'm going to rule it can't be a spell tattoo because we have a special
don't
card for
know.
that. What would be handy for Asena to have right now?
Sano still wishes she was not small.
Potion of not being small?
Yeah, you got a potion of big.
Yeah, there's a thing in
Ocean
there.
of big.
There's a little slice of mushroom.
Drink
that
me.
says, yeah, drink me, eat me. Exactly. It's one of those. It's got a nice little tag on it. You don't remember when you picked that
A
up.
little cookie.
Yeah, there's a little magic
Nice.
cookie of not being small anymore. That is saying that you've got that on you. You can use it as bonus action on your turn. John,
Heck yeah!
have you consulted your list of to see what you can come up with?
Yeah, I consulted my list, and I've decided that I'm going to... John uses his reaction in order to grasp hold of the Infernal Talisman around his neck, and when he fails the saving throw, he's going to make a Wisdom saving throw, choosing to succeed instead, and he has to save against corruption from invoking
Exactly. As the
power.
evil power of
the
this
Infernals.
talisman courses through you, your veins glow with scarlet light. I think that's a save right now. You aren't like moderately
Yes.
corrupted yet. Yeah, once you reach
Correct.
moderate corruption, that save gets harder. Once you start down
Yes.
the dark path, forever will dominate your destiny. You instead succeed on that saving throw. Your eyes flash with this red light as you see the spell coming. And do you have the evasion special ability?
I do, yes.
John flits out of the way with his flight spell, doing a barrel roll with all of his shadow clones rotating around him as he just narrowly dodges the attack.
Mate, if I may, because I'm invoking the power of the Infernal Talisman and Tiamat is
may.
my patron, as soon as the fireball explodes, it evaporates in a puff of smoke as John effectively absorbs it, drawing it into himself and feeding the magical energy to his patron.
Okay, a sacrifice to the Dragon Queen. I dig it. All right. Down below, 2 armored psychic psionic knights from the world of Lacunas have been afflicted by John's dragon fear. You got these 2 here. Do I have any more anywhere else on the map? This is I have this nasty habit of constantly setting up these huge, complicated fight scenes that take forever to resolve. Well, they're both...
You? Oh,
Me?
Nah,
No,
never.
Never. And that's not why we're on episode 5 of our 4-part miniseries. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh, can I do that? Holy crap, can I do that right now? Can I actually?
Yes, you can. I'm giving you permission to do that.
Okay. John, buy me time if you're not going to do anything to those guys. If you're going to do something to those guys, I'm going to need some more time.
Are you talking about these guys right
Yeah,
here?
those guys. Are you about to do something specifically to those guys?
No, those guys are feared, so I'm not too worried about those guys.
Okay.
So take your time, or I can go ahead and take my move if
Nope,
you'd like.
I got it. Ugh! Why didn't I do this earlier? Okay.
I don't know. What are you
The
doing?
two Principality Knights, looking at John in terror, they both run to the edge and jump off. And as they do, they throw out their arms, and grid lines of power fill the air around them, forming a chassis, coming together to build an exoskeleton as they summon their mechas, forming around them, activating their Bogatyr class mechas, each of them.
Oh my.
Did they just make a Voltron?
Basically, yeah.
Out of themselves.
Exactly.
Just
Form
Power
of
Ranger our ass?
Yep, it's more of a Power Ranger situation than anything else. I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are these? They're piloting these mechas. I'm assuming they're still scared of John.
Oh yeah,
They
they're
didn't,
still
like,
they're still
break their
feared.
fear?
They're still feared.
Okay, cool.
Don't worry about it. But now
Does that take their turn, or are they now just super crazy big?
that is a bonus action, I believe.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, bonus action. They summon their mechas, their bonded weapon. It's like having a hex blade bonded weapon, except
Yeah.
it's a giant freaking mecha.
Yeah, that sounds just like a hexblade. Totally.
Okay, so after activating their giant freaking mechas, they are going to shoot at John from way down below with disadvantage.
Okay.
But now they have plasma cannons.
Oh, goody.
So they're going to fire volley bursts at you. What does the plasma property do? Because there's something... Well, you know what? I'm just going to roll dice and then I'll figure it out later. Let's shoot first, ask questions never.
Yep.
That misses, thankfully.
Okay,
That
13 also misses. That was the first guy. Fires the plasma weapon twice. Does a 25
Ooh.
hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, that's 19 points of fire damage.
Alrighty. Gucci. I don't like that at all.
But I didn't do the plasma thing. You narrowly avoided a crit. The plasma property, just
Yes, I
like
did.
in Warhammer 40k.
Oh, what? Is that bad, mate? Is that a bad one?
The first guy's plasma cannon, as soon as he fires it, it overheats.
Oh, okay.
And he can't fire it again until he vents that heat off.
So those first 3 attacks should have been the only ones that went off, right?
The second 2 attacks are the only ones that are going to go off. But I'm going to roll another d20 just in case.
Okay.
Because he still has an overheat chance. A 2?
Oh.
A 2? Okay. Nothing happens, but on his next turn, every time he fires the plasma cannon, that number goes up. So if this is his... Yeah, and it's once... You check it once per round. So you are going to suck down that 19 points of fire damage from the plasma cannon.
Unfortunate. Okay.
And that's
Let
it
me
for
go
them.
ahead and make my
Then it's-
save then. Hold on a second.
Yep,
I need to
do
make a
thing.
save.
Then it'll be John's turn, followed by some dudes, followed by Asena.
All right. We're cool.
All right, that's your concentration to not fall out of the sky.
Yep.
You want to roll to see if it hits one of your mirror images?
Oh, right. That's a good idea.
I think that
A
does.
13. Yes, it does.
All right. Yeah, that obliterates one of your shadow clones.
So 2 left then, I believe.
Yep. I got the little marker right there. So yeah, enjoy no damage and no concentration
Yay.
check, and we'll just move on with our lives. It's your turn. Go for
Yay.
it.
Alrighty. Well, crud. We got a couple of mechas. I don't love that. What I do love is trying to dunk on this guy who's been shooting fire at me. Because he seems like a big bad guy. And considering John's so high up, and we've got everyone pretty close by, he's going to look over kind of in this general direction towards Cersei, the downed Lyrus, or the frozen Lyrus, and Asena, and call out to them that we need to all head north. There is an area on the map where it appears that chains are holding an entity in place far off to the north, and that is likely our goal. These minions that are holding us up are just that, a distraction. We need to make our way there as soon as possible. And John's going to take some pot shots at this guy. He'll fly down, making his way, kind of just going at an angle as he goes. So am I able to do kind of a descending sweep, mate, where I can kind of end up over
because
here?
it sounds
okay,
cool. Also, I'm rolling
Right, so John's
new
gonna-
saving throws at the end of the Vosky Knight's turns, but carry on.
Perfect. Thank you kindly. And let me just double check Krontaka's range. Yep. Okay, cool. Very good. John's going to go ahead and... Oh, man. I feel like I need to save... Well, no. I've got 3 charges of it. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop. He's going to go ahead and activate the Warp Spasm from Krontaka, which is going to double his movement speed for the turn. So he now has 120 feet movement.
The power of the ancient
so he's
Celtic
gonna-
warriors courses through you.
Exactly. So he's going to do this arcing sweep, and as he slides down within range of this weird fiery hobbit, he's going to take a bunch of shots at him with his overpowered gun.
All right, it's not a weird fiery hobbit. It's a dude. It's a human with like a really messy red hair, red beard, not wearing any shoes, wearing a green tunic, and he's got shackles with broken chains dangling from them, one on each hand, and this
That sounds awesome.
raving look in his eyes. But yeah, anyway, shoot the guy. The point is shoot the
He's
guy.
going to shoot the guy.
Okay,
exactly.
yeah. Understandable. Have a nice
So
day.
let's go ahead and take the first one there. 32. I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah,
if you could
that'll do
please
it.
make a wisdom saving throw. This guy's been making them all night, but just
Yeah.
in
He's a
just
cleric.
in
He's a
case.
cleric, so
That'll be a natural 20 on that second shot.
Well, it's been nice knowing you.
And I rolled max damage on the psychic attack, so hopefully he fails that one.
All right, this is my
just be the
first
two I need.
saving throw, 22. This is my second wisdom saving throw against the power of Krontaka. Both
Wow.
of those saved.
All right, so
Give me the bad news, Chief.
does he do still alive with 44 hit points?
Yes.
Okay. Then one last shot. This one's not with advantage.
This is double tap, right?
Yep.
Okay. You know you can double
And then
tap
a
once
30.
for every attack, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so I'll do that
you can
again.
shoot 4 when you're going just sicko mode, you can shoot 4. Oh my god.
Well, I did not realize that. Now I know. So yeah, please go ahead and make 2 more saves.
Understand? Will. No, I don't think I will.
Oh, just die.
Yeah, you just gun him down. Just gun.
Well, John flies down in an arc, guns this guy down. He's now only 40 feet up in the air, and he's going to fly all the way over to here.
Okay. Zoof. Off he goes. Will that be it for John Carmichael?
John's going to just yell at Ralsamon. Hey, you pathetic bastard, stop hiding down there. Come out and face us. Asana and I have literally traveled through time and space to find you, and regardless of your alliance with this Arbiter, he's not going to save you from the fate that awaits. Come out before I come in there and find you. And that'll be the end of John's, Well, actually, I got a bonus action. John's going to pop his Frightful Presence again, just in case Ralsamon is within, within sight or sound.
Great. Now you made him roll initiative. Look what you've done.
Yeah,
he gets a plus.
glorious.
He actually has plus 12 on initiative checks. It's not reflected in there.
God.
But okay.
Oh, good.
As you shout that, as if in answer, Ralsamon floats up from beneath,
Yes.
rising into the air. His physical
Yes.
body still glowing blue with unearthly flesh, and around him, surrounding him, the enormous visage that he normally manifests in order to do battle against you.
Nice. Mate, would you mind grabbing my little token when you get a chance?
What, your shadow clones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can move that over for you.
Thank you, friend.
Rising from the depths, you notice that even as his spectral body surrounded by ectoplasm emerges, those burning yellow eyes within the depths remain. The chains also remain. It seems there is something else imprisoned here.
Oh.
Save me.
Also,
Are you good? Can I? Do you need a moment, John?
no, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
Save me. You think what the Arbiter offers is salvation? I have become that very thing I swore with every last ounce of my dying breath I would stop. Though I am unbound, I am still chained by his will. There is only one way out, Carmichael.
And I'll grant it to you. Or Asana, one of us. I don't know.
All right. Well, on that note, he is going to unleash a flurry of psychic attacks against you, my guy.
Yep, understandable. Have a nice day.
He does 3 psychic attacks. Ooh!
Ouch. Ouch. That looks Gucci. That looks good.
His body
I don't
does
like
the
that.
standard Professor X position, but the giant floating glowing version, not Josiah Parsons, the body at the heart of it, but the spectral apparition of Ralzamon reaches forward with its spectral arms and tries to crush your brain. I'm going to let you roll to reflect this to one of your mirror images, but you have to do it with disadvantage because of his psychic analysis. So roll twice and take the worst of the 2.
Okay. So an 18 and a 3.
The 3 is not going to let you shuffle that away. That's going to be 38 points of psychic damage.
So it's actually going to be a reroll. John uses a lucky dice, and he's going to be rerolling that and taking the worst.
Okay, I'm sending it.
God damn.
Attempt to number 2. Okay, it's a 15.
Yeah.
I'm going to make my other attacks now.
Go for it. And as he reaches forward, attempting to crush John's brain, John
crushing your head.
reflects with his will and attempts to hold off the psychic assault, and is able to do so at least for a time.
Okay, excellent. Your 2 wills opposing each other in direct battle with ancient Egyptian laser beams as you focus each other down. And at that moment, the power courses through Lyrus. What does the Legend of Lyrus do? We had one of our special D20 Deathmatch crossover cards get played in the chat.
Ooh.
Okay, so the Legend of Lyrus gives, in this case, obviously, it's got to be Lyrus, an extra use of your endurance, your special endurance reaction ability.
Oh, yeah. My
cool.
stone's endurance.
Yes. Or
Yeah.
you can cash it in, and when you vanquish a foe with a melee attack, you can immediately teleport 30 feet. Not as a reaction, not as anything else. You can just teleport 30 feet when you defeat a foe with that. So, Mudcat, you are sitting on both of those buffs. We also had somebody play the Wisdom of the Seer. And I think I'm going to give that to Asana. So, Asana, roll a d20 for me, please.
Okay. Rolling. It's taking a long time.
You know, we've all been there. I'm having kind of a slow day myself. I get it.
And mate, that extra munitions card gave all of us a little disposable thing.
That was the
did
first
Lyrus and I
one.
get something?
No, for now, the first time it's just going to give that one thing. It can be played more and it'll
okay.
stack.
Okay.
8. All right. So with that 8, you can once before the end of this session, when anybody is about to roll a dice, you can just say they rolled an 8 before they get to
Anybody?
roll. Anybody, any D20 roll. Now I still get to
Nice.
add my modifiers, right? It's not like your total is an 8. It's like you rolled the die and got an 8. So when anybody's about to make a roll, you can just say, it's an 8. It's a prophetic
Okay.
vision of the future granted by the seer. All right.
Awesome.
Now it is time for Scorched Adjudicator Vargas. Where the hell did you go, Vargas?
What a title. How do you even get a title like that?
Right? Well, it involves some scorching and some adjudication.
What is he adjudicating that involves fire?
Oh, Matt, you are right. That
infernal.
gives you the process of scorching. No, you do each get one disposable item. It can't be a spell tattoo, or a gun glyph, because those are from your special Carmichael card. But you do each gain one disposable item: grenade, healing potion, something small like that.
Nice.
All right. Anyways, Scorched Adjudicator Vargas is still affected by fear because, oddly enough, as badass as he is, he doesn't, he's still afraid. So he is going to. He can't get any closer to John. John is over here now, way over here, which means he can go over here. Asena, where are you? Where's Mini Asena? Out of curiosity, asking for a friend.
I'm tiny.
Like little. Okay,
Here.
there you are. Got it. Okay, good. Very good. Okay. Man, this guy's a melee monster. So he is going to leap across from one tower to the other. That's 30 feet of movement, and then he's going to dash, holding both of his hand axes behind him, probably Naruto style, with his head full of candle wax, just rushing towards Asena. Eventually. Theoretically. Maybe.
Theoretically.
I have one mercenary left, and let's see if he's in range to shoot at John with his gun. Because the big dude... No, you know, he's going to shoot the big ice dude. Now that you're inside of a massive block of ice, he's going to try to cut through it. So he's going to fire twice with his assault rifle. And I wasn't going to give him advantage, but honestly, he should have it.
A big block of ice. It should be pretty easy to hit.
Exactly. All right. So that's 11 points off of your 40 temporary hit points that you had. Okay. And he's going to pull out a grenade, but he can't use that until his next turn. All mercenaries have one random grenade on them.
And wait, the grenade is random, like it has a random effect?
It's not a randomly generated. Okay, he has a grenade, and I randomly roll to see what kind of grenade it is, and he has a frag grenade. So,
oh wow,
there we go. All right, Asena, it's your turn. You are small. What would you like to do?
I like to eat my cookies, so I'm no longer small.
All right, you are no longer small.
Oh,
Yay!
Restored to your actual full power. You're just down here. There's 2 skeletons near you. Minions, fodder. Scorched Adjudicator Vargas is rushing down the battlements to meet you. Mega Lyrus is down and in a block of ice. And John said, hey, we got to go up all the way over here to fight Ralzamon. What do you do?
I guess I'm gonna punch these guys just because I've been small and I want to do something. So I will punch. And you are muted.
+1 XP, roll the punch.
Rawr.
17.
I don't know why that has advantage.
Well, it doesn't matter. You hit him either way. And they are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, so you instantaneously shatter this dude's bones with 1 strike. My bones!
Awesome.
What else would you like to
Then
do? That's your first attack.
I'm going to suck the lifeblood out of him and kill the other one.
That's right, you can do that. I was like, whoa. But no, that is literally a thing you can do.
That's a thing. Also, someone played the Traveler in the Mist, Asena's legendary card.
Yeah, that should happen now, actually. That should happen right now. Okay, your amulet, the Fang of Goltharius around your neck, glows and emanates with magical power. That silver mist erupts around it, and... what special should it give you? You already have this.
Last time, didn't it turn Asena into Goku and like they had Goltharius' breath weapon?
What is the one? What's that one for, Pots?
That's the whale.
Oh, yeah, the whales of the dead. It's not an actual whale. It's just, you know.
Okay, but Asena does have an actual whale though. Someone gifted them a treasure. That's an actual whale.
That's true. That's
do
true.
have a
That is
whale.
lying around somewhere.
But the other skeleton gets 1 damage of necrotic.
All right, the skeleton's feelings are now hurt. What else would you like to do?
Mate, last time didn't you say these were minions and 1 damage was all it took to kill them? That was what
1
we-
damage isn't enough to kill them, but like an actual punch would definitely kill them.
Okay.
All right, you want to use that second smack and actually just, like the wispy, there wasn't much left of his
Yeah.
friend's soul. You know, he'd been a skeleton for so long that when you ripped his soul out and shot him at the other guy, it was kind of just like, oh.
It's very embarrassing. I'm going to punch him now.
Okay, roll to punch. You shouldn't have advantage or disadvantage on this. It should just be a flat roll. Oh, yeah, see, that'll do it. Crunch.
Easy.
Down goes the skeleton, rattled. You have all your movement. You used your bonus action to not be small anymore. What would you like to do?
I guess I'm just gonna head north.
Okay, so you're gonna jump down
Up
this
or
is
north?
you're way up on top of a keep right now, but you are a pugilist. You can survive the fall, no problem. If you want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off this thing.
Okay.
Actually, I will bring my little wings out
There we go. Okay.
and then float down.
All right, so you're gonna glide.
Yeah, does that let me go farther?
It does, but here's the thing. As you invoke the power of Goltharius and astral wings soar out from you, they're reaching out all around you, and the astral plane is in between all places, and you can feel it, even here, connecting every single space. You could tap into this power right now if you wanted.
Heck yeah, what does that mean? I don't understand.
It means that once a day, you can cast Dimension Door from the Fang.
Ooh.
Permanently.
yeah.
That's a thing it does now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what the card is supposed to
Nice.
do. It's supposed to be an upgrade. It's not like a one-time power-up. It unlocks more of its powers.
Dip. That's
cool.
cool as all
That is
get
a
out.
teleportation
Oh my
of what,
gosh.
400 feet on Dimension Door?
400, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Move yourself anywhere on the map, and your turn will be over, Asana. Though you're still allowed to
my
talk as a
gosh.
free action. Anywhere on the map. And what it looks like to everyone is you spread your astral wings, you jump off, and then you suddenly go faster, like you're jumping to light speed. You zip out of sight, and then you just reappear where on the other side.
500 feet. Sorry.
It's kind of
Yep.
academic at this point. I don't think this map is that big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
500
just-
feet.
it's
You
good
should
to
be able
know.
Big detour.
It's good
You
to
should be
know.
able to go everywhere.
Exactly. I mean, eventually, yeah. You got to keep playing those cards, and then eventually, yes. All right. So,
Boo!
is it?
Whoa! Hey there.
and you
That
can
was
appear at
quick.
the same height as John. You're just going to start gliding downwards because of your wings.
Yeah.
He's way up in the air, so boo, you appear right next to him. Then start slowly descending. Lyrus, what is going through your mind at this point? What is in his deep subconscious as he's laid low by this hellish fireball that racks his very flesh?
As he burns, and I don't know if he's conscious of then freezing, but as he burns and loses consciousness, it's just everything inside of him just no, there's more to do. As he thinks about the Arbiter and his father's legacy, and just a feeling of letting him down.
Roll 2d4 plus 2.
All right. Oh, there's one, and there's two.
All
Seven.
right, you heal 7 hit points. Chat has given you a healing boost, but what happened was Lyrus reached down deep within himself and just drew on inner reservoirs of resolve, refusing to fail his father's legacy. And so, as you awaken and flex, the ice shatters and explodes in all directions around you. And if there are any skeletons still at the ground floor, I totally wipe them out. It gets like this guy up here, you know, he's close enough.
I'm like 40 feet tall, slinging ice.
Exactly. You erupt with an explosion from within the ice block, nearly dead, but still resolved to go on. It is your turn. What do you do? Also, you have inspiration from chat.
Perfect. As he's looking around, kind of a little bit flabbergasted here.
This tall, you can see your allies in the distance over the parapets of the castle. You can see them floating and confronting the giant glowing visage of Ralzamon.
Ooh, yeah. There's so many things I want to do, but I'm pretty sure I have to use my action to lay on hands on myself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna lay on hands and heal for 30.
Okay.
Because I gotta do it. So there's that. But I will take my movement.
By all means. And you have a bonus action if there's anything you can do with that.
Let's see. I don't believe I can dash as a bonus action. Double check that. Ooh, I can Misty Step at will.
Not bad. Nice
We'll
work.
do
You
that.
Get it.
Yeah, okay, so I can get pretty much here. Is he like it's a slow start because he was just frozen, but it's like picks up momentum as he runs. It's like a linebacker kind of rolling, picking up speed as he thematically just bowls over a bunch of skeletons as he walks by.
Yeah, absolutely. We found some more down there on the ground.
And I think that's it. Yeah.
All right.
That'll be it.
And I like to think that you charge towards the door like you're about to not like smash it down and then void step through it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Hell yeah. Excellent. Still incredibly injured with only 37 hit points left, Lyrus charges forward across the castle towards the highest tower into confrontation with Raulzamon. The skeletons all around are just going to absolutely spam you with arrow attacks. I'm
Hey,
gonna
quick question.
go ahead.
Didn't Lyrus get a cool special that if they kill a creature, they get to just teleport for free 30 feet?
Yes.
And didn't he kill a skeleton when he erupted from his...
No, that
icy
was for
prison?
with a melee attack. With a melee attack.
Oh,
With a melee
okay.
attack,
Okay.
Point of
I think
order.
it's a choice. I can teleport or I can take my stone's endurance. Right, one or the other.
Yes, exactly. But it's you hold on to that. It's good until
I'm gonna need
cash
that stone's
in.
endurance probably.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea given how owie we are right now.
Yeah,
All right.
pretty rough.
Spam. It's time for spam. Does that 21 hit you?
A 21 does hit.
Okay. That's 3 points of piercing damage.
God damn.
This giant bear is just running through the castle as the skeletons are doing, 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 doing. Shoot him!
No! He's getting like little needle pricks in the back of his arms. Quit it!
Stop!
Just thematically again, just smashes one against the wall with his hand.
All right. Circe, Master of Magitech, is going to fly with her boots at maximum speed towards the ultimate objective of the mission. She's now flying directly next to you. Nice to see you recover so quickly. How was the cryogenic freezing experience? I'll get a full report from you later. We have something to do right now, but keep that in mind.
Yeah. Cry what?
Don't worry about it. Well, I'll just take tissue samples. It'll be fine.
Yeah, okay, you gotta. I feel pretty rough. You got anything to stop all this bleeding?
I could freeze you again.
Oh, well, I don't see how that would help, but if you think it's a good idea.
She charges up the amazing ray gun of transformation, but she's already used her action this turn, so she set it to cold mode, and she's... But she's probably not going to get the chance. Aulus the Kindler is down. These giant freaking robots, however, are not down. This one can't get any closer, but what it can do, what's his reach? Because he has a giant power sword, classic, Gundam nonsense. Reaches 10 feet. Oh, he can't quite reach you. So, I guess it's gonna be... Yeah, I guess it's just gonna be shooting you in the face with a plasma cannon.
Yep.
Fire 1, and he has disadvantage because he's still afraid.
Seems fair to me.
A 10. A bolt of
Not gonna
plasma
do it.
flies off into space. Fire
Oh, wait,
2.
is this the
Yes,
guy that had the
I have to
natural
roll-
one on his...
yeah.
Okay.
No, this isn't the guy with the natural 1. This is the other guy. But I do have to roll, and if it's a 2, he... All right, no joy. All right, so...
Those plasma bolts come in, and Lyrus literally rips his sword out, just slices him in half, like
Nice.
slicing up the bullet.
Unable
just,
to...
and it Gundam style, like it hits like way in the back on the horizon and just
Just explodes two skeletons.
Yeah, so, like, what are we even doing out here in the boonies? Ah! Their heads are instantaneously melted into nothingness. All right, well, so much for... Oh, no, I have a perfectly good mecha over here who isn't feared, and he's got a perfectly good power sword. Yeah. No,
He should be feared. Both those guys were feared.
no, this guy
So
made a
that
save
one should
at the end
also-
of his turn. He got an 18 on his
okay,
save. That
gotcha.
saves, right? An 18 saves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 18 saves.
All right, jump jets activated.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to fly towards you and engage with its Esper blade. Wait, no, that's the other guy. He's not in small mode. He is using his energy blade.
Uh-oh.
A 16. No joy.
Not that good.
And he only gets one attack in this mode, actually. 'Cause he's large.
As a well, he didn't hit me. Never mind.
Correct. But he is
mind.
going to use his bonus action to try to stomp on you.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Understandable.
A 15. Crunch. He tries to step on your
Wow.
foot. but you're- That's normally, he uses this
my
against like
gosh.
people, right? He's in a mech suit. This is what you use against infantry. But you're kind of big, so he's just trying to stomp on your foot. No joy.
He literally just like watches it and just like pulls his foot back, like kind of slowly, like. What are you doing?
All right. That's it for him. John, it's your turn.
So, mate, point of order. Two things. I didn't want to interrupt you. First of all, did he make his save against fear, or is he immune to fear?
He's immune to
when
fear.
John did his
right now.
immune
He
to
is.
fear. Okay.
Yeah. In his
Cool.
ultra
Second
form.
of all, you would have hit one of the mirror's images with your last attack. You didn't resolve that, so mark it down to 1.
Copy that.
And yeah.
Anything else?
Yes. As part of that, now question: if a mirror image takes the hit, does John get to do a reactionary thing as if he got hit, or is it kind of a completely different entity?
He didn't get hit because you redirected the
cool.
attack to something else.
Yep, just making sure. Okay, so John is going to go ahead and yoke out again, and he's going to hit with Frontaka. He's going to go ahead and use a bonus action to put his Tiamat's curse on Ralzamon, Master of the Unknown. And as he counts this creature as Tiamat's ultimate enemy, bringing her power and ferocity to bear, John is going to activate Frontaka and just start going bananas on this guy.
As you raise your gun, though the shadow around it remains the ectoplasmic form of Ralzamon, Master of the Unknown, the body floating at its heart, towards whom your gun is pointed directly, is someone you haven't seen since your last mission on Earth. Somebody who once meant the entire world to you. Someone you would never allow any harm to befall. A woman.
This could be a few people. It's Hara. Okay.
What?
Is it Hara?
No.
No, it's not Hara.
She's from Earth.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's what Ralzamon looks like right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Does John realize this is Ralzamon Master of the Unknown? Does John get any kind of save?
Yeah,
for
roll a
this, or
wisdom
is
saving
this-
throw. I was going to let you do any
Okay.
roleplay you had to do, but yeah, you can absolutely make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I just want to see if, because I mean, John knows Ralzamon's got tricks, so it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
like he's a
Oh, yeah.
complete and total
A
doofus.
19.
So
Okay, you hesitate for a moment. You save successfully, but this first attack still has disadvantage.
that's fine.
That's the kicker effect. Go postal.
Now, does that cancel out because it had advantage, or is it
On the
still
first
just,
attack,
just
yes. It only applies to the first
Okay.
attack of the round.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and make the attack. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yep. A flashback
And-
card has been played. Anybody
What does
on
that
their
do?
turn can narrate a flashback of something that happened earlier that none of us saw and use it either to say,
Oh.
fortunately, I planned for this occasion, or I brought this just in case,
Uh-huh.
or just a memory of something really inspiring to you that gives you the courage to fight on. That's on anybody's turn. That person can take it.
Heck yeah, that is super cool.
Also a hit. 25.
Does an
Also-
18 hit, Ralph?
An 18 also hits. 22.
All right. Well, he saves against. You owe me one more. It looks like. Yeah, he saves against all of them.
55.
So that'll be. I'll send you the damage. I'll send you the bill.
Just send me the bill later. All right.
And that's, I think, going to be it for John. John has the whatever item he got from that bonus. I was going to ask when Asana teleported in, when they were doing the fall thing, would John be able to like reach out and grab at her and like throw her at Ralzamon?
I will let you do that as a reaction on Asana's turn. If you want to spend your reaction on Asana's turn to do that, I'm going to allow it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to use my bonus action for it right now.
You can use your bonus action right now, but it would give it. Yeah, fine, just this once. It'll give advantage on her first
Cool.
attack for momentum. I'll say that.
Ooh,
Is
cool.
Asana down to get
Then- we go.
astrally yeeted at the big boss?
I think so.
Yeah, she's usually down for a good astral yeeting. Okay, bonus
I
action.
kind of figured, yeah.
You always got to ask, right? You always got to ask.
Absolutely.
Okay. Ralzamon is going to make 3 attacks. He's going to direct one Mind Crush at John Carmichael. Mind Crush. A 28.
Oh.
Roll a d20 to see if you can use your last Shadow Clone on this.
That was 80 points of damage, by the way.
Thank you for the bill.
Last Shadow Clone, that is going... So a 28, yeah, that's going to hit. And a 12 does kill the last Shadow Clone.
All right. So that doesn't actually attack you. Asena, his second Mind Crush is directed at you, lashing out with all of his
No.
power. Yes. Yes. A 15. I don't think that hits you, does it?
It does not.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
He sucks.
Then
Mate, when John throws Asena as his reaction, he's going to cast Armor of Agathis on her using the Infernal Talisman.
do you have to roll for corruption with that ability?
I don't know what that.
No, that one's just for... That one just has charges.
It means you're covered in icy armor, Asena. It gives you
You
extra
have
hit points.
25 temporary hit points.
And if anybody hits you with a melee
Oh,
attack, the
cool.
ice explodes and damages them.
Yeah.
Okay, for his final attack, he's not gonna. I kind of want to do stuff to Lyrus, but Lyrus is still bogged down with mechs and stuff, so I'm gonna stay focused up here. He is going to activate empathic transmission
Oh, no.
to attempt to move the damage he has taken from himself to Asena. Asena, roll a wisdom saving throw as he attempts to transfer the harm that's been inflicted upon his psychic form into your mind and to draw strength from your mind in exchange. And this isn't about your intelligence score, so you can't get out of
I
this
should have saved my reaction.
one. A 13. A 13 does not cut it. Chat has given you 1 point of inspiration if you'd like to burn it.
Yes, please.
Okay, roll again.
Okay. Hey. Hey.
A 20. That does
Hey!
succeed.
Nice.
As he attempts to feed upon you and empathically transfer that harm, you have no empathy for this guy. He's been nothing but an absolute pain in the this entire time. From day one, he has been a thorn
Yeah.
in your side. So yeah, no, not happening. Well, with his entire round of actions completely bogarted, Ralsamon will resign himself to using his legendary actions to attempt to mess with you from now on.
Dang it.
Meanwhile, all the freaking way down here, Scorched Adjudicator Vargas didn't make his new wisdom saving throw at the end of his last turn, so we'll do that. Does an 18 save,
Oh.
Matt?
For what now? Yeah.
Does an 18 save against fear? Okay, great.
does.
Awesome. Yeah, he has to run all the way back. Everyone's been teleporting around. He was running towards you. He looks around for Asena, turns around, lowers his giant candlejack head for a moment, and then starts running back your way. He's going to reach here. Just close enough, almost close enough to attack Lyrus.
Hey,
Lyrus,
mate.
yes?
There was a Dimensional Rift card and a Slakora card that was played.
Oh, I didn't see the Slakora card.
Like, for the third time, Slakora shows up
Slakora's
within
just
this
always
arc.
like, yeah, I can never be with you again. I'm trapped in this other dimension. Just kidding, nerd. Main character
I know you're
status.
supposed to roll, but it seems apropos that, like, the rift should go to...
Lyrus?
oh god, what did we rename it? Oh no, well, to Yokai Blossom.
I could see that. I could see that making sense. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to summon Slakora first off. Scorched Adjudicator Vargas just ran up and is gonna try to do some stuff. Second off, I'm gonna roll that rift in a moment. I want to get through some more turns first, and then we're gonna open the rift.
Yeah.
All right. The Merc is not gonna shoot. Yeah, he's gonna shoot a frag grenade. Screw it. These giant mechs can take it. They can handle it. He launches the grenade launcher that's underslung. Roll a dexterity saving throw, please, Lyrus.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah, that'll save. You're gonna take half damage off this. Less if you have, stuff.
Do I have stuff?
I don't know. Everyone always.
I forgot.
Those are numbers.
Owie.
Those are numbers.
Owie.
That's 15 points of piercing damage.
15 points of piercing damage. I don't believe I have. Wait. I think I have Shield Master's Evasion. I think I do. I think I have that built in here.
Yeah, that's why I said stuff. There's always stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone always has stuff.
I know I've got it somewhere. Now,
Okay.
now that I'm reading through, I got it somewhere. I'll find it. But yes, I'll take half of that.
All right, and feel free to revise that later if you have stuff. Asina, it's
Yes.
your turn. Do you want the rift or do you want to pass it to Lyrus?
I pass.
Okay, you're passing. It's your turn. You've just been thrown at Mega Spectral Ectoplasm Ralzamon, and he tried to make you feel his pain. What are you going to do?
And he failed.
And he failed badly, very badly. Slakura appears as if pulled when you teleported, when you did that teleport. You skimmed through dimensions, and Slakura just ended up on your shoulder, this little bouncing
Oh, hello.
battle cry.
Well, I'm assuming I am flying towards Relzamon,
At great speed, yes.
which means I can touch him.
Oh, do you want to fly through? Okay, yeah, you can go for that. You want to punch Josiah Parsons in the face? The guy at the heart of all this?
I want to bestow curse on Josiah Parsons.
Ooh, is that a spell tattoo?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna put a curse on this guy. I like it. You're gonna walk up and slap him in the face with a curse. He has to roll a wisdom saving throw. He's got a very good wisdom score. I gotta warn you, he's super resistant to this stuff. Do you want to burn it? And if he rolls an 8, he's still gonna save. I'm gonna tell you right now. Even if you cash in your Seer's Blessing, he's gonna save.
Even with an 8?
Damn.
Yeah, he's got a plus 14 to these. His mind is a mental fortress. He's the absolute image of sanity and stability, as you can tell by his appearance.
How about what about this, mate? How many inspiration would we need in order to make sure that he fails? So this would be like a cool
For
Asana
vexing
Ralzamon
misfortune,
moment.
3. Three,
Yeah.
3 on that.
I have one inspiration, literally only one inspiration that I can throw at this.
Chad has given you one inspiration specifically for cursing Ralzipu. And there's another inspiration that's on the board for any if you'll allow it DM rolls. And this qualifies.
Well, there you go.
So if you want to burn those two,
I have one more.
you could burn 2 from chat right now and 1 from Matt and inflict this curse and it'll go through.
Oh, okay.
Then if we're burning my inspiration, then I'd like to say, DM, if you'll allow it. And John is going to shout some really cool bit of, this is how you're going to go ahead and apply that tattoo. And Asana's probably going to go, shut the hell up, and then just
Slap.
use it. And then it's going to work.
Okay, did that have a special curse on it? I forget. Like the Carmichael curse?
No, we get to choose one.
All right, pick a curse.
Yeah, so
you,
it
you have the
can be
list. Go
whatever
ahead and
one
pick
you
one of
want.
those curses if you've got them up, Pods.
I'm going to just go ahead and click bestow a curse, and then Pods can go ahead and pick any one of these that they want.
So many choices.
I guess the first one, target has disadvantage
On
on ability checks and saving throws.
What ability score?
I don't know. We could choose wisdom, but he still has it really high.
If you do the Carmichael curse, they get a negative D8 on attacks and saving throws. So that would be useful just in general.
Oh, on the throws?
Yeah, it's just minus D8 on all of his attacks and all of his saves until the curse expires.
That's pretty
Rather
good
than,
one.
because the first one's really good if you're trying to like use a certain type of spell, and it's like we want them to
Yeah.
have disadvantage on that kind of spell.
We're gonna just bombard
Okay,
the
I'm fine with that.
All right, the Carmichael curse is now placed upon Josiah Parsons. That it's an action to activate that tattoo. You have a bonus action you can use to punch him in the face if you want.
I will punch him in the face.
Okay, roll a punch him in the face roll with advantage for getting yeeted by John Carmichael.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like to think that you just punch him as you just bestow the curse.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all one fluid motion. You curse him directly in the face, right in the teeth. And yes, you do. Punch. He's now been thoroughly smacked. He takes 13 points of damage as your astrally enhanced fist of force energy strikes his ectoplasmic form. There's also an In the Name of the Moon now on the field. So anybody who...
Oh my god.
So many cards.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's been 2 weeks. Anybody who basically names their enemies' sins and misdeeds and then promises to punish them gets a significant advantage. Lyrus, it's your turn. There's a rift on the table, a planar rift. Do you want it, or do you want to pass it to John?
What does it do?
Good question.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. What's the verdict on from the peanut gallery? What do you guys think?
I
This
think
is happening
it
one way or
sounds
another.
very
It's just a
D20
question of-
Deathmatch.
That's true.
I think it's apropos that
Okay.
you should take it.
Let's do whatever it is then.
Okay. Roll 1d100, and we'll see if what you're planning to do on your turn actually happens or not.
Oh God. Okay.
A 7.
7.
A 7. You go to the positive energy plane and heal all your hit points.
No, a planar rift, a small planar rift opens just a crack. Dangerous creatures sensing the shift in transdimensional energy are drawn to the area.
Ooh.
I know exactly
Beautiful.
what that. I know exactly what that's going to do. I know exactly what that's.
We have
going
an
to
army. We have a Hulk.
Do. Okay. Go ahead, Lyrus.
Okay. So I believe there's a flashback card on the table.
There is a flashback card waiting to be cashed in, my guy. What do you got?
I'm not sure how much room I have to play with this, but
So this is a bargaining process.
I distinctly remember some time ago back at the headquarters of the Faithful, back in the Smith shop, just before we left. Lyrus is preparing to go, putting on his armor, strapping up all the leathers, and I don't know if he sharpens void swords, but I'm gonna imagine he's sharpening void swords as he is preparing for battle and looking kind of serious as Kenny walks up to him and, yeah, good luck out there, boss. Sorry I can't go with you. You know how it is. I'm needed for other stuff. Yeah. Of course, you're needed for other stuff. Well, but I'm not gonna leave you empty-handed. As Kenny slides him a supreme potion of healing.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna say. On that one. No, except that we're all in our party manners right now because we have a guest with us. So in your case, yes. Matt, no.
I can't believe that worked. All right.
Just
right,
Matt, though.
ND4 plus 20.
Just
Here we
Matt,
go.
exactly.
End pods. That's a common. That's like a green card, a common card. There's no way I'm gonna let you get away with that all the time. All right, bonus action to chug, and you recover. It should be plus 10, so 50 points of health. Chug.
It's another 10?
Yeah, it's 10d4 plus 10. Oh no, plus 20.
10d4
Ignore
plus
me.
20,
You already did
yeah,
it. You already
it's
did
40.
it. It's 40 health.
Yep. 40 points of health as I chug that. Okay. You said that was a bonus action to do?
That was a bonus action.
Perfect. Just remembering for a moment, flashing back to that, and looking at this big, Gundam MFer, and he's just, 1 second, I'm kind of thirsty. As he pops the cork on this thing, and it's super tiny in his hands, he's gonna chug it, and then he's, okay. And he's actually going to put his swords away, and with his fist, he's just gonna slam his fists together, and they're gonna spark with electricity as he's activating his thunder gauntlets that he has on him. Artificers. And it's gonna go into this ooh. You know what? He's gonna go after the big gun with a punch here.
Okay.
That rolled the damage. Whoops. Let's roll the hit instead.
Let's do that first. Okay. A 19. A 19 is a hit. I activate Kinetic Guard, and a force field pops up as its reaction, adding 1d8 to its armor class against that attack only.
Okay.
Its
So that
reaction
one's
is
not
now
gonna hit.
burned.
All right. Gonna swing again with the other fist.
A 13 clanging against the armor. Go. What?
I have
what?
an inspiration.
You have an inspiration.
Hey!
Are we burning that
Do
bad
it.
boy?
Let's do it again.
Okay, roll it again. A 24. That is a hit. What is
All
this
right,
going to do?
perfect. And I believe I had an extra damage dice because I'm giant.
Yes, you
That's
do.
what we said?
Yes, you do. You have an extra damage dice.
Okay. So I'm going to roll the damage on that, and then I'll roll an extra d8. And so that'll be a 12 points of damage.
Is that
Is that where
all
that went?
lightning damage?
Thunder damage. So
Thunder
12,
damage.
12 plus, or no, wait, 6 plus 9.
15.
Nice.
15, but then I believe I can smite on this.
Yes, you can smite on this.
Yeah, so we're gonna smite at the what levels do we got? Oh, we're gonna smite at the 3rd level.
Nice.
So that's was that
48.
was that
It should be
3?
48.
right?
Yeah.
4. As he just clocks him in the jaw here
Bam!
with that like electric smite, it just
Mhm.
is 17 more points, so 32 total.
Now, fortunately, even though there's electricity involved, these are thunder gauntlets because the Bogatyr
Yes.
class mechas are designed to fight against the blue dragons that have taken over most of their planet. And they're therefore insulated against electricity, but not against thunder. So we're going to go ahead and take that whole 32 points of damage right in the face.
Oh, nice. And
Nice.
it's actually like it's just totally anime punch where the force of that thunder, you hit him and it's like the concussive blast out the back of his body.
Yeah, blam, all the way through out the other side. All right.
And that's I think that's it for my turn.
Okay. All right. It takes that hit.
We did get the screw the rules. I have money, so if you want to draw some cash, you could do something else.
What did I say was the cost of an action surge? 500 gold? I think I said 500 gold last
500.
time. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well then fuck it. Yeah, 500 gold. Easy. I'm rich. I don't know if you guys know this. But
Drop
I'm
it.
loaded.
Drop
okay.
it. And go
Action
again.
surge. Gonna keep punching. All right, let's do this thing.
A 14 is not going to cut it.
14's not gonna do it. Punching again.
A 28 is.
28's gonna get it done. All
Bam.
right. So there's that. Plus a D8.
And you're welcome to
Plus
drop
we'll just
another.
we'll do a second level. So
Mhm.
this time, so 15 plus 12, 27 on that one.
All right.
And then bonus action, I'll swing it 3rd time. Wait, action surge. Never mind.
Yeah.
Not a
so,
bonus action.
yep. So you already used that one, so unlucky. But
Yep.
all right.
We're good.
Well, let me give you a health bar. Boink. Maybe health bar. Hold on.
Yay.
Health bar. It didn't show up for me.
Man,
It didn't show up for us either.
there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lesson to be learned here, especially for chat. That if you're rich, you can do whatever you want.
It's true. It's true. That's how the justice system works. All right.
That's
Lyrus is done. You know what? The skeletons at this point are basically boring. I'm just going to give them a bunch of little tick, 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 attacks and get them over with. It's going to be Circe's turn, and then it's going to be the. You know what? No, let's just do the mechas first. I'll throw the skeletons at you later. Okay, it's Circe's turn, and she's right next to you, so she's going to look at this gigantic mech and say, "Fascinating! What an incredible piece of equipment!" Click, click. Pew! Shrinky mode. And she's gonna fire the stupendous size-changing ray. A 30
Ooh,
to
wow.
hit.
Woo.
Wowie, wowie, wow, wow, wow.
Very nice.
All right. And she's gonna fire that at the mecha. And does it have anything? Is there anything I need to know? No, there really isn't. And okay, Constitution save. I should have seen that one
Ouch.
coming. I definitely should have seen that one coming. My bad. My bad on that one. It's a
Wow.
giant freaking mecha. Okay, well, she's going to switch modes to the... This will work. The Dapper Density Altering Ray, and a beam of almost transparent... It's more like it just wavers the air in front of it as she fires this at it instead. Let's just get you out of the
Oh
way
my
for now,
goodness.
shall we? A 20 to hit, and it's already used its deflector shield. So she shoots this ray at the thing, and in response, she attempts to phase it into the ethereal. Dexterity save. That is a failure.
Oh, beautiful.
And so on that failure, it gets sent to okay, yeah, it's ethereal, which means it can't attack anybody, and people can attack it. So there's that.
Wow.
But it has resistance to non-magical weapon attacks, and it can move through terrain. So it's got that going for it, which is nice.
Wow. That
sucks,
awful.
right? That sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it visible when it's in the ethereal?
That sucks.
It is visible. It is visible because it doesn't say it's not visible.
Wow.
Thank you, Pods, for chiming in.
my
That was good. Well done. Good.
I know I added a lot to that.
Well, it was the dramatic timing of it all. Well, this mecha, as long as it's down here getting the crap chopped out of it by this void dude and is ethereal, it is going to activate its thruster jets and fly straight up. You can use your reaction if you'd like to attack it, my guy.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's try.
Okay, go for it.
I'll swing a fist.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay.
Go for it.
24. Let's do it. And for D8, and then we'll throw. That was do first level.
Okay.
Not 8, 11, 3, 14.
Not the most exciting. It's going to use a reaction to activate its chassis resistance. To reduce that damage by 5, so it only takes 9 points of damage.
Dang.
It's going to fly straight up into the air at maximum speed, so it's going to go 60 feet, and then it's going to use a bonus action to activate the booster jets. It's now 120 feet up in the air, and as it's ethereal, it's going to vent its plasma heat, so it can start raining doom down upon you. At the end of its turn,
Oh damn!
it gets that was the whole plan. It uses its action at the end of its turn. It gets a new save to become material again, which it fails. It is still, it's still ethereal. Sucks to suck. The other guy is still afraid, and so it's just going to fire its plasma cannon at you. And it's taken 2 shots, so on a 1, 2, or 3, it overheats. An 18, it does not overheat.
2 is there.
Yeah, it was close. All right, it fires the plasma autocannon at you twice. An 18 to hit. And a 14 to hit. I imagine as you're like beating this guy up, you're also like offhanding the Void Blade or doing something else to it. Like, what's your cool way to avoid these shots?
Oh, just as the blasts are coming in, it's just he's got those thunder gauntlets, and he's just wailing on the first mech, and as the other mech literally shooting this plasma bolt, he literally just punches the air with it, and it just the concussive blast just shatters plasma all over, like splashing on the skeletons around and stuff.
Perfect. Now we had that rift that was summoning dangerous creatures, right? And
Yeah.
I believe that this plane, the Shadowlands, is inhabited by horrifying little monstrosities, vampiric kobolds.
Oh God, I knew that was gonna come back.
Yep. You know, man, when you drop something like vampiric kobolds, I'm not gonna not use that.
I gotta stop telling you things.
All right. So, creeping up from the darkness are freaking vampiric kobolds as they crawl up the sides of this fort, hungry for blood. And there's not a lot of blood out there. There's a lot of skeletons, but not a whole lot of blood. Yeah. I've dropped a few of them around the map. Don't worry about them. They'll go at the bottom of the initiative order. All right. Circe's gone. The mechs have gone. We've deployed the rift. The rift is taken care of. Slakura has joined Asena. That is taken care of. In the Name of the Moon hasn't been played. Kiss of Corruption is still waiting over us. Screw the Rules, I Have Money is still in play. And yeah, so, lots going on. John, it's your turn. Top of the round. What do you do?
I'm going to proc. I don't know if Kiss of Corruption is a good thing or a bad thing, but I think it makes sense if John gets hit by that. And John was going to make a speech from the moon.
Okay. Hit me with that speech, and then I'll drop the Kiss of Corruption, obviously.
So as Ralzamon's form wavers, as John begins just shooting bullet after bullet into Ralzamon for daring to take the form of his beloved Carmen, John is going to shout out in indignation, "How dare you take the form of a loved one in order to attempt to avail yourself of your ultimate fate? You yourself said that your crimes must be punished, that you must be released. And the only way to be released from this chain of oppression that's been brought down upon you, you've become that which you hate, Parson. And I'm going to destroy you. So just lie back, think of Yord, and just know that your spirit will return there soon. And John's gonna give in to whatever whisper of corruption is given to it.
Okay, the power of, as your words and your anger rise up all around you, the red kiss, the amulet that you wear, glows and empowers you. And if you're giving into the corruption, you are automatically going to take 1 point of corruption, and you are also going to reap all the benefits thereof. Which means that... How much corruption do you now have, my guy?
Well, I didn't think it was going to give me an actual point of corruption. I thought I was just giving into whatever this whisper was. What was the whisper?
It was kill, maim, destroy, anger, hatred, vengeance emanating from the red kiss. You can save against it if you want, but if you give into it, it will be a sudden burst of incredible power.
I mean, I said I give into it, so I guess I'll take it. I'm not really down
I'll let
for
you back out. I'll
eating
let you back
corruption.
out. It's fair.
But,
I think it's fair.
then, yeah, I mean, John's going to give in as much as he's going to, attack Josiah, but he's not going to willingly say, yeah, corrupt me,
Okay.
I thought that was alliteration, mate. It was like, oh
No,
yeah,
it's
kiss
called
of corruption.
kiss of
but,
corruption. It literally means that, yeah.
I see. Yeah, no. Not going for that. That is not a good deal.
All right.
However, what happens from the moon business?
The moon business. I am going to have you roll a save against the corruption. If you succeed, if you fail on it and you take a point of corruption, you can upcast any spells you cast this round by 2 levels for no cost.
Okay.
But
What's the
it's
save? Is
a
it
wisdom save. Yeah, it's a wisdom save. The standard corruption saving throw.
It'd be a 14. I think
wanna-
right now it's a 13.
Yeah, you're fine. You resist. And you get a power up on this. So I'm going to say you get to double the psychic damage of any hits. Yeah,
The ones that aren't hitting, you mean?
we'll give the disadvantage on his saves plus the curse. How about that?
Okay, cool.
For this
Gucci,
round
I'll
only,
take it.
disadvantage on his saves for your speech. Let him have it. And Asana, you're going to be up
I
next in
will-
the order.
All right, John is going to take 2 shots, use his bonus action to reload his gun, and then take the other 2.
Okay.
And he's just going to activate his last use of Krontaka and just start laying into this guy.
Let him have it.
I'm letting him have it. Now, that was, again, the moon. That wasn't anything to do with the corruption, you said.
Yep.
Right?
That's just in the name of the moon. You saved against the corruption, which means you don't get the terrible, terrible power that would have come with it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, you can make your attacks, and he has disadvantage on his saves for your speech.
Okay. John's going to go ahead as part of this, and he's going to burn some... What do you call them? Some spell bullets.
Okay. All right. Let him have it.
John is going to use 4 magic missile bullets as part of this.
It's just da-da-da-da, and a million bolts of magic just go flying out. Because each of these they're at minimum level, right? They're at level 1?
Unless you're saying differently, yeah.
Yeah, they're at level 1. So you unleash 12, how many shots are you taking? 4? You unleash
4, yeah.
12 magic missiles and 4 bullets. So it's just... I like to imagine that as you're still pulling the revolver, it's empty, but it's firing magic missiles out of it instead.
Yeah.
All right.
For some reason, I'm casting magic missile, and it's not like actually casting.
Is it
so
asking
that's
what level
weird.
you want to cast it at?
No, it's not even asking the level.
Screw it,
thing.
man. Just roll.
So I'm just gonna go ahead.
12d4
It's 12d4
plus
you said, right?
12.
Yeah.
Plus 12, yeah. Just roll it. And make your attacks as you just unleash a massive barrage of force energy on this nerd. 42.
Oh, nice.
And that's gonna be 1, 2, and then 3 and 4.
That is a
Ooh,
natural
last was
1 on
natural.
that last one.
Oof.
Yep.
Well, do some quick maths and tell me how many saves I have to roll, and we'll resolve it afterwards.
Can you make 3 saves with disadvantage, please?
Can do.
Actually, you said it's doubled, so I'm going to use my last lucky, and I'm going to re-roll that last one.
Okay.
That's a crit instead, so yeah. Let's
Okay.
Nat 20.
4 saves with disadvantage. And minus 1d8 too,
Yes,
right?
please.
-8, yeah.
Yes, and minus 1d8. This is against an 18.
Okay. So all of these could still potentially fail. So we're going to take this off the 21. That one failed. We're going to take the 18 minus 1 fails. The natural 1 fails. This has to be an 8 for it to work. Oh my god!
Oh
Why?
my gosh!
Nice.
Why?
Okay. I'll give you the bill in a moment.
I need that numbers now, my guy.
Okay. You said that the psychic damage was doubled, right? For this turn only?
No, I decided to swap it out for the disadvantage on the wisdom saves because otherwise it wasn't going to do jack.
Oh, I thought you said both. If we rolled
No,
back, I'm
I
pretty sure you
changed
said both.
course. I changed course. Don't worry. It's
okay.
plenty.
Okay.
It's plenty. While you're doing
All right,
math,
all
I'm
right,
going to
all
just
right.
have Scorched Adjudicator throw some axes at Lyrus because he hasn't done anything this entire game. Yep. No, you know what? He's gonna use Soul Tear. So he's gonna reach out, and the flames on his candle head run down. The wax flows out around you. It takes on this sickening, bloody, dark, like old blood dark, as it reaches towards you, and he attempts to eat part of Lyrus's soul.
Oh god.
Love that. With the nat 1. No, he doesn't.
I have one inspiration from chat. Chat shined upon
maybe
me
he does.
once. I'm using it. God damn it. Okay, a 23. Does a 23 hit?
43 is gonna hit. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So roll a charisma saving throw, please.
Cool. Charisma. Oh, that's not gonna be. Well, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna use an inspo.
All right. No joy. No joy.
Damn.
Okay. So as he rips out part of your soul, you take 29 points of damage. And your hit point maximum is reduced by 29 until your next long rest.
Wow.
What kind of damage?
Necrotic and 3 fire.
Okay, I'll take all that. So you said my maximum is decreased by how much?
By 26.
By 26. Okay.
Nate, are you ready for that?
Do you want to use your Legend of Lyrus reaction? Because if you reduce that damage, that reduces the amount that you're...
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna take the D12 plus 2 off.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay,
5.
5 less. All right. Well, you know, it is what it is.
And that increases my maximum back up 5.
Correct. Correct.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
There has been a lot of other stuff going down from chat, but Matt, give me the numbers.
192 points of damage.
Okay. Blam, blam,
wow.
blam, 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 blam. As you
Psychic, force, and magical piercing.
unload in absolute rage, the enormous visage of Ralzamon, each bullet passes through that psychic projection with ripples and tears, shattering through him like bullets through a windshield, rippling as bits and pieces of him crack away and fall apart, drifting into nothingness. And Asena, you find yourself face to face with the glowing shape of Josiah Parsons. In your grasp, held by like a chokehold, floating above this pit. His flesh still glowing. This is still the version of him that you fought during your death match a while back. This is the
Oh.
that is what he's been reduced to. That other part of him is gone, torn away by John's last attack. His body, still coursing with psychic power, now rests in your hands. What do you do?
We are going to punch him.
Okay, roll it.
I like where your head's at.
It's rolling.
Okay. A 15 doesn't actually hit him. He's got enough of enough vigor, enough force still left over to raise his one glowing blue arm to block the strike. You have a second attack, of course.
Do you think Slakura is flanking me?
Flakura can be flanking if you want. So you can reroll with advantage as the slime bounces around on his head.
Heck yeah.
Okay, that didn't make it
13.
any better.
Yeah. What else you got?
I'm gonna try it again.
Okay, roll it. 20. You punch him for 12 points of damage.
Nice.
Asina, roll a
Bam.
wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Hey, mate, did you give Rousey Poo their disadvantage from earlier?
I did. Okay. Asina, as you raise your fist to strike him again, you see the man from the photograph. Not Ralzamon, Master of the Unknown. Simply Josiah Parsons, the man on that ill-fated expedition to the jungle that changed your life forever all those years ago and took his. And he says, Asina, enough.
What do you mean enough? You're not dead, so it's not enough.
If you kill me, he'll look for you.
Who?
The one who binds me. The one who pulled me here.
And why don't I want him to look for me?
Because you and John are fighting the same fight that I've been. I get it. You're trying to protect my world, Yord, from things that are beyond it. You don't need another force hounding you for all this time. Do what you must. Break apart what's left of me from there. It's shattered, it's torn, mere wisps of who I was. But let me live. I'm going to die here. I know it. But who I was there, the two of you have already killed me, time and time again. Let me do one last thing for my world and die alone and leave it out of his sight.
Insight check.
Full of shit.
You can roll an insight check if you want, Asana. John, you can roll one too, but with disadvantage because you're 40 feet in the air. Oh no, you're not that far. You can roll one, but I'm gonna give it to Asana. I'm gonna let Asana do it first. $21. The man hanging by the neck is broken, defeated. The power that once surrounded him, the persona he made for himself, who he became on the day that Josiah Parsons died, has died. This is a man who gave everything that he had to fight you because he believed that you were an abomination, you were aberrant, you had to be stopped, and you defeated him. He has nothing left. You don't sense anything except a bottomless pit and an echoing hollow truth in his words.
So you don't think I'm the downfall of Yord anymore?
Things I've seen are far worse than anything you might be. Downfall or not, you've killed me again. This is the last thing that I can do for my home.
Well, I don't really get it, but if I let him go, is he gonna fall in the pit?
Oh yeah, he's totally gonna fall in the pit.
I'll do that.
Okay. Asena lets go. And the moment that he parts from your hand, cascading over him, the clothes, the expedition clothes that he wore, the normal flesh tones of his body, they transform, changing away into the hood and the robes and the ornate garments that he wears here in the void as a warrior of the Arbiter. That translucent blue pale glow spreads once again over his flesh. But when he drops, even though he falls as Ralzamon once more, not as Josiah Parsons, you can see defeat and death. There were two Ralzamons combined into one before. One of them has died, and the other will die here, alone. And it's time for our break. That seems like a great place for us to take our break. So we'll be back in a few minutes, folks. Don't go anywhere. This D20 Deathmatch crossover will return. Welcome back, everybody, to Coriander Society Adventures / D20 Deathmatch Fate of the Faithful. I'm Tormented by Gnomes, your game master, joined once again by Mudcat TV of D20 Deathmatch fame, Pods of War fame, and Ninja Man Matt of Casters and Castles and looking really nice today fame.
Very dressed up.
Yeah, like you're
Thank you kindly.
You're rocking the whole look, the hair, the trim, the vest. It's good stuff.
Dressed for a funeral.
Exactly. So there was one time, because you're not going to believe this, but I was a weird kid in college.
What?
But I wore a black jeans, black button up, black tie, black gloves to work. I worked at the IG Center. So I'm there and I'm doing all that stuff. And they're like, wow, whose funeral are you dressed for? And I said, I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
I was
Or at
gonna
least
say
that's
it
what
was
I-
giving me like serial killer vibes.
Okay, that didn't actually happen, but I really wanted to have said it. I was thinking about it when I was sitting there, hoping someone would ask it. I can't claim to actually be that cool.
Do you remember when we were in college and we took a photo shoot where you were dressed up with your black trench coat and like literally
Yeah,
some
that
kind of
Matrix
crappy
look in the
t-shirt?
park and like the round glasses.
You had
the
an
work.
airsoft BB gun and all that, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm so
Yeah,
cool." You were holding it to the side and everything.
Absolutely.
Those photos will never be released, Matthew.
All right.
Or
Anyways, if you value your character's life, when last we left I'll do it. I swear I'll do it. When last we left our heroes, Ralzamon, torn from the world of Yord by the will of the Arbiter, fused with a version, an echo of that same man into one being. Now possessed of incredible psychic power, the Arbiter's secret weapon against the faithful has been shattered. The version of him that was pulled from Yord is dead, blasted apart by John Carmichael's rage, punched into smithereens by the astral blows of his nemesis Asena. The man left at the core of that shape is broken and defeated and has urged them to leave him. For if they do, perhaps the Arbiter will not heed them, will be too focused on this, but if they kill him, the Arbiter's secret weapon, his attention may drift towards them, and the multiverse can ill afford its heroes to deal with such a power. They have enough on their hands without the ancient evil of the Arbiter himself. Deciding to go along with this and to acquiesce to her nemesis' last request, Asena let go of Ralzamon, and he plummeted down into the broken tower, into the depths where the chains all lock, and something is imprisoned within.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
Well, I mean, completely unrelated to that, we've got a few Streamloots cards that need to be deployed. So this isn't even my final form on the field, which would normally be Ralzamon's, Berserk Rage mode. But in this case, it's not.
oh boy.
Oh, goody.
Let's get back in the initiative order, shall we? Where,
Certainly.
Asena, you drop Ralzamon on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping someone is a free action. Oh, you did some punching too. I forget. Yeah, you did some punching. You might have a bonus action left, but you certainly have movement left. As Ralzamon plummets into the darkness, the Shadow Keep shakes, and you can hear the eerie jingling of chains, great, dark, ebony black chains, all latched into the base of this tower, where something barely restrained by Ralzamon's psychic might now awakens. Even as vampiric kobolds eagerly climb up those very same chains from elsewhere in the Shadowlands, drawn by the power of the battle going on here, eager to feast upon blood and life force, something booms within. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go and look at it.
Okay. All right. Ooh, what's this do?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, goody.
Gosh.
John calls out, "Hey, Asena, what do you see down there?"
Well, let's see.
I feel it before I see it, apparently. Nice.
A 21. A 21
Oh, don't say that.
just saves.
Okay, well, that wasn't
As-
also great, but better.
You look down within the pit, and those eyes look back at you. You feel yourself being drawn, being pulled down inwards. The very life essence flows forth from you. For a moment, you have a flashback, a panicked response back to the little girl in the tomb of Senapulchre, being brought before something terrible, something rotten and ancient and dead, something wailing in hunger for that flame of life that beat within your chest. Whatever lies below this place is of the same kin, the same hunger, but not a wailing, screaming child. Something cold, something calculating, something whose bonds are breaking.
Weird. You probably shouldn't look down there. Unless you want to go down there.
John, looking back over his shoulder towards Lyrus and seeing him besieged by enemies and looking back towards Asena, well, we've accomplished our goal. I think we better go help Lyrus and get the hell out of here. You defeated Ralzamon. That's what we needed.
Yeah, we should go.
All right. As the battle continues to rage all around you, you still have movement left, Asena, if you want to use that to start reuniting with Lyrus. Your voices will carry across the open field of the Shadow Keep. You can shout out to each other to establish a plan of some kind if you have one. Otherwise, when your turn's over, Asena, we're going back to Lyrus.
I has no plan.
Asena? No plan? Weird. Lyrus.
I can yell at him and say, "I'm coming to punch things for you."
John shouts out from above, "Lyrus, we defeated Ralzamon. Let's get the hell out of here."
Lyrus.
Okay. As he's still surrounded by Gundams.
If Lyrus had been looking up towards the tower, he would have seen the great image of Ralzamon's mind, his spectral form, the version of him, the echo of him from the world of Yord, shattering, destroyed by the combined might of John and Asena. He may even have beheld the crushed, defeated figure dropping from her grasp into the depths of the pit. He may feel the fortress shaking beneath him and that terrible cold hunger emanating outwards, but he's also distracted because he's punching the crap out of mechas. So that's not for me to decide. You did hear that last bit. You do have a lot of unfriendly attention. What would you like to do?
How does this guy is the one way up in the air, right?
Yeah, he's way up in the air. The other guy's on ground level.
Okay. How does he look health wise? Is he looking okay?
Undamaged, completely undamaged.
Undamaged.
Still afraid, but it's kind of hard to tell fear. You'd have to roll insight to see fear in a mecha, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna. You know, he's just gonna look at this this mech, even as all this stuff is gonna go around, and all around him. I'm gonna use my vow of enmity
Yes.
to gain advantage on all attacks against him for a minute. And I'm just gonna rush him with my swords.
Yes.
Oh, you're approaching me.
Go
for it.
Going to yeah. First swing coming in. Oh yeah, I should have advantage of these.
Yeah, turn that advantage on. Take it.
What's that?
Ooh, a 21. That's gonna hit. Kinetic guard. Its force field flickers up into life, adding 8 to its armor class, deflecting that hit. That's its reaction. It can't do that again.
Second swing.
21. That's a hit.
22. Okay, 22 is gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me roll the damage there. I'm gonna green flame blade,
Nice.
and then we're gonna 3rd level smite.
That.
So 15 plus 8, so 23 plus 21 is 44
Okay.
on that swing, and
Damn.
then bonus action swing again.
Send it.
Oh yeah, keep forgetting advantage. Oops.
All right.
22
well,
again.
The 22 is a hit. Give me it. Do it again. Do it again. We like it. We like it.
All right. Green flame. I think I only have a 2nd level smite now, so 3d8s. So we got 12, 16, and 11. 28, 39. 39 more points of damage on that one.
Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Solid hits. Is that it for our Giga Bear dude? And that's with your extra damage die for being Lord, right?
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't do the extra damage die, so I
the
have
Lord's
2
die.
of those coming in. Another 8 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Not enough to take it down to the special mecha low threshold, but, you know, we'll take it. Is that it for our boy Lyrus?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. I'm just going to shoot at you with a few skeletons because I can.
Fair enough. Why wouldn't you?
Does a 23 hit?
23 hits.
All right. That's 8 points of piercing damage. Boink.
Okay.
All right. It is now Circe, Master of Magitech's turn. Hey, so are we good? Are we good? Are we wrapped up here? There's still a lot going on all over the place, but it looks like your business up there is taken care of. What's the thoughts?
Exfil, we are getting out of here. Can you create a path for us, Circe, Master of Magitech?
Yep. And she's going to aim the stupendous size-changing ray at Lyrus.
Oh, goodness.
Lyrus,
boy.
roll a Constitution saving throw. You can choose to automatically
Con-
fail, but
I choose to fail.
okay. -1 category of size.
Oh.
I have to get him down to, transport size. It's going to take a moment here.
What's the plan, Circe?
Leave? Fly? You can fly. I can fly.
Oh, you're going to fly him out. Okay.
Yeah. We just have to, it's going to take a moment here. And since she has another usage, but she can't use the same ray twice, she's going to fire that etherealizing ray at the other
Nice.
mecha. 50? Holy crap. Wow, okay. And that's a dexterity saving throw, which when you're a gigantic freaking mecha is not your forte. Yup, nope, that's a failure.
Dude,
All right.
that sucks. Oh my
It's like it
gosh.
partially, the way that it works is as it etherealizes you, not all of your molecules make the transition.
Yeah, it kind of disintegrates you as it goes.
So
Oh my gosh.
the mecha is now critically damaged, sparking, parts of it falling off. And she's just continuing to try to shrink Lyrus for safe storage. All right,
I don't know about flying. I'm kind of scared of heights.
all right. Oh, you know, exposure therapy tends to be the best approach to these sorts of things. As she just keeps on the green ray emanating from it, attempting to shrink you. All right. This mecha is, both of these mechas are still ethereal, and this one is still afraid. So they're both going to fly like 80 feet out. Yeah, they're going to fly 80 feet out, both ethereal. And this guy's going to vent his plasma cannon because he hasn't vented yet, so that gets him back down to 0. And then they're just going to roll a bunch of saving throws at the end of their turn because there's not a whole lot else they can do. So our boy here is going to roll against that Dragon Fear. Is an 18 save, Matt? It's a 19,
Yes,
right?
it does.
No,
it's an 18.
Then a 17 doesn't. Okay. All right, cool.
No. I thought you said an 18. No, it saves on a 17.
No, you
save.
answered my question. You said a 17 does save?
It does save, yes.
Okay, great. He's no longer afraid. He's just ethereal, and his mech is taking critical damage. It's completely different. All right, and they both get Constitution saves to guy on the right, and both of them, okay, so they both phase into reality at the end of their turns. So they're both now real again. They vented their plasma cannons. They're ready to rock.
Can they fly?
Yes, they can fly. They have jets.
Okay. How high up is the second one? I know the first one was 120 feet up. How high up is the second one?
Like 40 feet up. John, top of the round, your turn. Then Scorched Adjudicator Vargas, who really just wants somebody to notice him. He's been here the whole time. He's got a really cool name. He's got a candle on his head. He tried to eat.
Oh, I notice him.
All right, good.
So John's going to go ahead and fly up over here.
Mm-hmm.
And good thing he's been noticed. John's going to do something about that.
Okay.
But first, John's going to go ahead and cast Mirror Image again. So if you can give me 3 more Mirror Images.
Is it always 3?
It's always, I believe, let me double check. I believe it's 3. Hold on a second.
Yep. Yep, it's 3.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Whoop. Okay, I'm going to send this
So
to...
that's his... Yes.
All right.
That'll be his action. And then, let's see here. I don't know if he has another good... Ooh, what does this one do again? Hold on a second. Go ahead and do your other guy. I'm not going to attack him this turn.
Scorched Adjudicator Vargas, you're 40 feet up, right?
40 feet. Yeah, 40 feet up. That's
Okay,
right.
you're out of range, so he's just going to throw his hand axes at... Ooh, close quarters has been played. He's going to rush over and attempt to engage Giga Lyrus in hand-to-hand combat, and he succeeds a little bit too much, and he ends up... The two of you end up grappling each other. He rushes right towards you. You accidentally like scoop him up into your arm. Like as you're punching things and stuff, he's just, oh, hello, there he is. So both of you are now grappled, which at the moment is better for you than him because you are Lorch.
Yeah.
That being said, the
absolutely.
grappled condition doesn't inflict any disadvantage on attacks, so he's going to make 2 hand axe attacks.
Okay.
Whack. Whack. 17 and a 19. Neither of those hit.
After the... oh, yeah, they don't hit. Dang it.
Sorry, no
Never
joy.
mind. Keep waiting to react.
Within the pit, something rises. One
Oh, boy.
enormous, shadowy hand, far too long. The joint bends in the wrong direction, reaches out, and then all the way back down, places itself on the top of the tower. The other hand lazily, slowly places itself down, and it starts to push itself up. Oh, good upper body strength on it. And you see a pair of curled horns, this wispy, almost ephemeral body, and those glowing eyes rising as this monstrosity begins to emerge from the Shadow Keep.
Oh, goody.
And Vampiric Kobolds continue to make their rush. I'm going to move them around on the map a little bit. All right. So, the mercenary, you know what? I just work here. Like, tactically speaking, this is suboptimal. The creature is loose. So, I'm going to recommend a tactical withdrawal, team. And he runs directly into the skeletons and he gives them a whistle and a little hand gesture all around and points away. They just stare at him and raise their scimitars. Asena, it's your turn. Big monster is rising from the back, and it sounds like the party is planning on flying out of here. What would you like to do?
I would not like to be close to the monster.
That's usually a good place to be, or that makes sense. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run.
Okay.
I didn't even see how far that was.
And
I
you can run
get
up
here.
walls and such with your pugilist skills. So yes, you can get there. Sakura comes with you. That was one movement. There's a gate in front of you. Go ahead.
Anyone know where we're going?
Back the way we came.
We're just gonna run there.
Also, mate, didn't we bring that pitcher after killing Rousmon? We were supposed to use the pitcher to get back to where we came from, right?
Yeah, you have the picture. Who brought it?
So
I assume
probably
John.
John.
Has it,
He's
right?
been using that
Yeah.
the whole time. Yeah,
On- on-
exactly.
Sure.
Great question.
All right, so on your turn, you can use the picture if you want.
Yeah, we're all right here, so
Remember, it creates a curtain, and then you jump through the curtain.
yep.
All right, so Asena, you've moved. You can see Giga Lyrus is up on the top. He's got this weird candle dude in his, like, who's trying to hack at him as it's, like, stuck in his armpit, basically. Just. Otherwise, the party's pretty close to being together, and you've only used your movement. Slakura bounces around and looks over at Lyrus and all of his wounds. And
Oh, you're right. Okay. I'm gonna throw Slakura onto Lyrus.
there's a weird little splat somewhere on your lower midsection, and Asena, roll 3d8 as Slakura heals and can only heal each character once per scene.
Oh, nice.
Heals you for 3d8 points of damage as this little flower slime splats against you. 9 hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
Not the most, not the worst.
Could be worse.
I guess
this
that's
music
it.
slaps.
I mean,
Right? D20 Deathmatch has good taste. Yeeting Slakura is an item is a bonus action at most, so you still have an action if you want to use it.
You just punch some skeletons if you want.
Also have a laser gun
I
and
know.
a shotgun.
Oh, you also have a
options.
laser gun. That's right.
should I laser gun this guy?
Yeah, mess him up, fam.
You want to pull
Wait,
out
is he a fire guy?
Yeah, he's got a lot of fire stuff going on.
Okay.
And lasers do fire damage, so that's your call. That's your call.
I mean, it's
What's the
pretty
range on that
powerful
laser?
gun.
I think $120.
It should be. You ripped that thing off of a gigantic machine.
It
It's-
says 60 divided by 240.
Okay, so you can shoot up to 60 feet normally, and more than that with disadvantage. So you could shoot at one of the mechs if you wanted.
Oh. Sure.
All right. Do you want to fire
I shoot at a
on
mech.
automatic or burst fire mode? There's two switches. There's,
I forget which one I'm bad at.
I mean, it's Asena. She may or may not actually know. There's two switches. Which switch is flipped?
It's on auto.
All right, full automatic. Cool.
Yeah. We are gonna push it. Where are you?
Okay. 16 or 12. You got anything for that? There's one inspiration in the tank nobody's used. There's also an over 9,000, a catchphrase, a stabtiste, which doesn't really apply here.
You should hit an over 9,000 on a Asena right now before we get out of here.
You could invoke the over 9,000 if you wanted.
Sure.
Okay.
I forget what that does.
Do you want to do that on the? It basically one object, character, etc. in the scene is incredibly unusually powerful. So you can use it on your laser cannon if you want, or you can use it on one of your own abilities.
Yeah, put on the cannon.
Okay. Roll again.
Okay.
23.
23
Roll
this time.
again.
Oh God. 20.
Yes.
Roll
Nice.
again.
Oh boy.
Yes. Give it to us. Give it to
23.
us. Yes.
Okay, so you just pull that thing, and something must have gone wrong with it. Like there's something jammed in there. Gaston hasn't been around to do maintenance on it or something. It takes the entire battery, the entire fusion core that's in it, and just dumps it. Just absolutely dumps it. So first off, lasers just rapid fire. The side of the keep here explodes, just bits and pieces, because it's spraying in a wide cone. As you just start unloading on it, that entire tower starts to crack as explosion. You see the 3 skeletons on top sliding down as the tower collapses on top of that mecha, who has to roll 5 dexterity saving throws.
Oh my.
And as we've already established, these things are not great at dexterity saving throws. All right, so save the first against a 12. That is a success. Save the second against a 23. That is a 10 is a failure, and on an automatic weapon, for every 5 points beneath the save DC, they get hit again.
Oh my god, that's 2 degrees of failure.
Yeah, so we're gonna take that damage, and you're gonna roll 2 more hits, but don't do that yet because I need to roll all these saves.
Oh my gosh.
Against the 20 DC, failure because the DC was 20, and against the 23.
Oh, this is where Satan uses an 8, so it fails like by 3 degrees or
Well,
whatever.
I mean, it fails. So roll 3 more times, please. These aren't actual attacks. It's just it gets hit again 3 more times. So that's 13 plus 10 is 23, plus 13 is 33, plus 17 is 50, plus 4 is 54, plus 7 is 61 points of damage. As you charge the thing up, the laser cannon, like you just accidentally, you were trying to toggle between modes and you put the switch too far and it just went off. And after it stops firing, it powers down. It's going to need a new power supply. But this mech right here, moments after becoming no longer ethereal, takes 61 points of damage in a single. It is now smoking and its jump jets start to flare out.
Damn.
And that's it for Asena. Lyrus,
yeah.
it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Seeing this laser cannon go off, and he's still kind of like try to grab this guy and like pull him back in front, and you know while he's grappling with him, he's oh yeah, he's gonna pull out that pistol that John gave him and try to shoot this guy point blank range.
What was the pistol again, Matt? I forgot.
It's
It's a
heavy
giant ogre size. Yeah, it's a big old revolver.
heavy pistol. I don't know what I roll. I don't know what the hit to hit is on it. But
You're not proficient with it, so it's just your dexterity.
yeah, okay. Okay.
But you
yeah,
have
plus 5,
multi-attack,
that's all
right?
right. I
You attack
have
more than once. You have extra attack, right?
I have 2 attacks per action.
Okay, so
And
here's
this
what we're
this
gonna
has
do.
got double barrel on it
Well,
and
okay, it's
double
double
tap
barrel.
and it double tap.
So double tap
It
lets
was-
you shoot twice with 1 attack. So you could shoot him 4 times, or you could roll an athletics check with advantage to put him in a headlock, and then shoot him in the brain.
Yeah.
You know what?
As,
Let's do
as
that.
your first attack. I'm just
We'll do the
saying.
athletics check.
All right, roll with advantage because Lorge.
Oh, okay, yeah. Athletics.
Oh my.
That's
26.
a natural 1. That is a natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Great suggestion. I put him in the headlock and then I'm gonna
Okay.
and then I blast him.
Okay. Roll 2 flat dexterity checks with advantage. Actually, the first one with advantage, the second without, because double tap doesn't give you advantage on that.
Okay, just straight dexterity
Yeah, because
ability.
you're not proficient.
Yeah.
You rolled strength checks on those.
You're right, I did. What am I doing here? Sorry.
All good. All good. And 1 more
6.
because the first one had
16.
advantage and the second one was normal.
Yes. 16, 9, and a nat 1.
Incredible. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do with that. The first one goes off and directly in the guy's face. It is an automatic critical hit, and you're gonna roll 66 points of damage.
Ooh.
Not 12.
Okay,
It,
60.
it does 3d6.
Not the 12s?
It's not. It does 3d6. So on a crit, it's 66. So go ahead and roll that. As this guy finally
Okay.
gets to do something, you shoot him
I
with
had
his candle jack.
2d12 written down for
Well,
the
then let's do
damage
40
on it.
12. I forgot we even wrote down the
Okay.
damage. Do 40 12.
Perfect.
Okay.
30.
Shoot him in the
Owie.
brain for 30 points of damage. Wax and blood splatter everywhere. And the blast is so unexpected because you're not used to working with these weapons that you drop him and the gun, and he falls off the thing 40 feet and hits the ground
Oh
directly
my
next
God.
to Asena and lands prone.
Ow.
Roll 4d6 for the falling damage.
Perfect.
Where'd this guy come from?
Special delivery.
14 points of damage.
All right, all right. Is that it for our boy?
He's, I don't like this. As he tosses the gun on the ground.
Now, another Legend of Lyrus card has been played, which either gives you the 30 feet of free teleport after you drop someone with a melee attack, or another use of Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
So that's on the field and available.
I don't think I need it right now. I will. I do think bonus action. I'll use my Guardian armor just to get 6 temp hit points.
Okay.
Yeah. As I just kind of breathe in, just like, okay, still kind of rattled from the explosion of that gun. Like, not really used to the firearms.
Well, you made good use of it.
In their haste to shoot you with arrows, 2 of the skeletons get a little bit too overzealous and are aiming, trying to get past each other and fall off the parapets and collapse into shattered bones because I got 2 natural ones. That said, you also take 5 points of damage, 6 points of damage, exactly as many as you just armed up from those
Perfect.
other shots. And also, Asena, it's raining bones. Just complete skeletons just hit the ground near you and shatter all over the place after the candle guy falls. It's chaos in here. All right. It is Circe's turn. She's going to shrink you another size category. You are now merely, you would have gone from gargantuan to huge. Now you're large size.
To large.
Yep.
Nice.
Which is, I think, my normal.
Is that your normal? Are you normally large, or do you have?
Yeah,
powerful
because
build?
he's like 10 feet tall or whatever,
Okay.
like 9 feet tall.
Then you're back to normal.
Yeah.
And she says, "Great!" And then she looks at the guy who just fell on the ground next to her, and she's gonna walk up to him, give him the old "nothing personal, kid," and shoot him in the face with a freeze ray.
This guy's like MO is just getting shot in the
He
head.
was
but
supposed
can't do
he was
anything
supposed to be
about
so
it.
cool and scary, and he's just getting smoked right now. All right, he gets a saving throw. He failed his saving throw. He doesn't have cold vulnerability, but he is frozen in a block of ice after taking 36 cold damage. So she just ices him. Ready to go.
Wow.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention, on the other side, when the mercenary gestured to the skeletons that it was time to leave, they all pulled out. He looked at them. They looked at him. They all raised their scimitars. He uttered a single swear word, and they started attacking him for his desertion.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
All right.
So wait, does this guy have 40 temporary hit points now as part of this whole block of ice thing? Oh, wow. That's funny.
Critical damage sustained. Returning to base for repairs. This is the base. Well, we're leaving.
And the Mechanites, as they see the creature is escaping, they are going to turn all of their attention to it. They're going to fire their plasma cannons at it, and then
Oh my gosh.
they're going to fire their
Oh,
plasma
snap.
cannons at the creature and then move. So guy on the left,
Oh my.
guy on the right for the plasma quality.
Yeah.
That was just to see if they overload. They don't.
Yeah.
They're firing at range, so
Oh my.
I think only one of them hit for 14 fire damage. 7 fire damage. It has resistance.
Oh, goody.
And then they're going to use their bonus actions and their movement to just book it. They're flying out of here.
Dip, potato chip. Hey, bring us with you. No, we're fine. We're leaving. We got our own way out.
Okay. John, it's your turn.
Cool. We're all right here, right?
Yeah, you're all in the same place with skeletons raining down on top of you, and Asena. I feel like Asena fires the gun. It goes wildly out of control, and during that time, people are falling down all around her. So when it finally, like, the laser light show clears and there's smoke rising from the barrel, there's just things falling. That's the first thing that she sees.
So John's gonna go ahead and fly over and land right next to the middle of everybody. This trifecta of allies with this frozen block of Candlejack right in the middle. We have 4 different Johns all preparing for this ritual as they each take a spot and start like kind of gesturing the rest over. The John Prime is going to go ahead and take out the silver ewer and begin the ritual in order to summon the large curtain of the ethereal.
All you have to do is pour it out. You pour it out like along the ground as an action.
He does that,
But he makes it look really cool. He makes it look like a
makes
whole
it look
ritual.
incredibly cool.
They all got
Oh,
around.
we're making a big thing out of this.
He pours this fog, this smoke down upon the ground. It splays over the stones, and as it does, the fog rises up into a shimmering curtain, wavering. Fun fact, the guys who got etherealized, if this was up when they got etherealized, they could have gotten back to the material world.
By walking through the portal.
It is an action to activate it, and you can simply move through to...
John is... Oh, whack. I can't hold my movement, right?
Correct.
I gotta either walk through or...
Use it or lose it, my guy.
I want to make sure everyone can get through. John's gonna hold until everyone gets through, and he's gonna tell everyone, "Okay, go, 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 go." I'm the one holding the Lyrus, so I'll be the last one in.
Okay. That is it for John. It is now Scorched Adjudicator Vargas. He is a meat popsicle.
Yeah.
The mercenary is swearing. He's pretty tough, so he's trying to fight these guys off. And as he does, these skeletons are approaching him. He just smashes one in the face, hits the other one. He's going after the third, and something crawls up behind him. Small,
Oh, no.
reptilian, and befanged.
Oh, no.
And it leaps through the air. Just as he's clear, and it jumps on it, and its fangs sink into his neck. He grabs it, and it's incredibly strong. And as he's fighting with it, another one climbs up and leaps onto the front. Another one.
No!
As he goes down, his lifeblood being drained by vampiric kobolds that haunt the Shadowlands, drawn here by the rift that opened earlier. Asena, it's your turn.
No.
There's a pretty curtain in front of you.
I want to get out of here. I will run through the curtain.
Okay. As you step through, it's a different feeling than going through any other portal, except the time that you used it to get here in the first place. But I digress. It's this weird, muffled, it's like suddenly walking into a quiet room where there's really, really good sound dampeners everywhere and everything sort of blurs away and fades. There's no transition like there is when you enter the astral sea, that moment of fresh clarity and sharp, like tingling cold. This is more like a blanket over everything. And as soon as you walk through, you can float. You can just float around and go through things.
Ooh.
Not as fast as you can on the astral plane, but
Am I in the back rooms?
yeah, basically.
Kind of, yeah. Mate, how long does the curtain last
float
for? Is it one
around.
round?
It lasts for one round, yes. All right, Asana goes through the curtain and floats around. Lyrus, it's your turn. It's just tall. You're going to have to duck, but you can still go through it if you want.
Yeah, he'll head that way, but before he gets there, one more thing. As he turns around and takes a sword out and is going to slice at this block of ice.
Nice.
I'm casting Vortex Warp, and I assume he can't make a con save, or can he?
I mean, you can physically resist even if you're frozen. Like, your body
Okay.
can still resist, right?
So he's gotta make a con save in that block of ice.
How does a 9 sound?
That
Trade
is a
offer.
failure, so I will teleport him through a portal that I rip in
Oh,
front of him
no.
120 feet, and I'm going to put him
Oh,
right here in front of this
no.
shadow monster.
Oh, no. That's amazing. That's so
This
amazing.
chunk of
Put
ice
his-
just appears right in front of it.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, now I can go. As he's gonna duck through the curtain.
Dude. Like Thug Life music just starts playing right now. Wow.
The skeletons all start climbing down to go through the portal behind you, but they're too slow. They're not going to make it in time. They're scampering down. You can hear their bones rattling as they go. Circe is going to look around at everything, look at John, and say, "That was good work. That was nice. Yeah, good job. Well done. Well done."
Same
Yeah.
to you. Well done.
And she's going to... She takes a look at the giant shadow monster. Screw it. And she's going to fire off 2 blasts at the thing with her transformation gun.
Please do not send it to the ethereal plane, whatever you do.
I'm sorry. It sounded like somebody said, "Send it to the ethereal plane."
That was absolutely not what I said, Circe, and you know it.
She fires her bodacious beastomorph ray at it.
Oh.
At disadvantage because of long range, a 22 is still a hit. And it has to roll a wisdom saving throw. And she turns it into a chicken.
Oh my gosh. Does it fall back down in the hole again?
She literally does this. She's like, "Okay, we can go." And she flies through the portal.
John like gives her like a... Okay, yeah. That was pretty good.
And that is it for Circe. And the mechas are still on the retreat because they did not notice the chickenification. And it's temporary. It's not going to last forever.
So as we're leaving, John's gonna use his disposable item to throw a stun, like a flashbang grenade at his feet as he goes
Okay.
through the portal, blinding everybody in the vicinity as he steps through as the portal's about to close.
Perfect. And a lot of you shrink into the ethereal plane, and you're able to float through the Shadow Fortress as you see more and more of the vampiric kobolds climbing along the chains and searching desperately. But I think the only living creature left is that one mercenary, so they're gonna have to share. And there's
Oh,
not a lot to
no.
go around.
Is Candle Jack undead or something?
Well, I was gonna say Candlejack has bigger problems to worry about, but it depends on how long the chickenification lasts.
Yeah, for
We'll see
real.
if does the ice melt or does the chicken wear off. We'll see.
Yep.
Our heroes have escaped into the ethereal plane. Where will you go from there?
Well, at this point, we need to head back to the Freedom Fighters location, right? We succeeded in our goal. We stopped Ralzamon. We just need to make sure that we can get back now. Hopefully, our buddy Booker Green has figured out a way to get Asana and I back where we belong. We've got
Booker told me something, and I forgot what we were supposed to do or not supposed to do.
Yeah, that tracks. But we succeeded. We defeated Ralzamon. We were able to locate, retrieve, and have the Ewer ready for the rest of the Lyrus's gang, and we can hopefully go home.
All right. The journey through the ethereal plane is slow. Floating is not as fast as walking. There's no gravity and there's no matter to press against, so you can't use your normal movement speed. You just sort of drift until you reach a point where you want to go back, and then you can just pour the Ewer again to open a curtain back into the physical world. The journey may take hours, a day. It's your call. Carefully avoiding places that may be haunted by things that lurk on the other side of the veil. But at last, you are all able to return to the home of the faithful, unless you had something else you intended to do either in the Shadowlands or elsewhere in the Void. Did you need to talk to the spoon guy?
No, I don't think
I
so.
wouldn't say need to talk to the spoon guy, but we can
I think
hunt
he
him for a
retired
second.
and moved.
That's right. They're going to have to replace him with somebody.
Need a new spoon guy.
Son of Spoon Guy.
Well, you know, spooning leads to forking. Maybe there's a fork guy now.
Oh my god.
Must be knife.
Hey!
Back At the hideout of the faithful, our heroes emerge from an ethereal curtain directly into the living room, where Stabtiste has pinned one of the only cushions for the chairs. Like, it's a blacksmith's forge, right? The chairs aren't padded. There's like one good cushion, and it is up against the wall. He threw it up against the wall and then pinned it with a knife, and now he's just using it for target practice. And you interrupt in the middle of that.
Yeah. Welcome back. As he keeps throwing knives.
Yeah, that tracks.
I assume you were successful in your endeavors.
Actually, we fled immediately, and unfortunately, Ralsamon is going to be a thorn on your side for years to come. I think your entire life and everything you've ever worked for is going to be thrown up in smoke and ruined. Yeah, no, we killed Ralsamon and we got out.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not, but that's how it goes. As he keeps throwing the knives, unbothered by any of it. Now he's not even looking anymore. He's like just throwing them over his shoulder, and he keeps pulling knives out. And you don't know where they're coming from. It's just too many knives that a person could have on their body.
Baptiste is actually literally made of knives.
Yeah, it's literally what's his name? Colin Farrell and Daredevil. Or just
yes,
bullseye.
They come out of the production budget. That's where the knives come from.
Lawrence has indeed.
Well, John is.
No, after you. The scene is yours.
Oh, I was going to say when they return, John is going to move back to Lyrus and hold the ewer up before him and place it before Lyrus. Well, we've succeeded in our mission. And I believe you were going to use this in order to get an edge on the remaining forces of the Arbiter. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how we'll make use of it. I think the important thing is the Arbiter doesn't have it. I think that's the real victory here. I'll probably let the Seer decide what to do with it at this point. Perhaps it can serve another purpose.
That's both a good idea and utterly terrifying that you're going to be putting this powerful artifact in charge of that delightfully insightful and senile old being.
Oh, he's sharper than you think he is. He's just he likes to pretend he's decrepit.
He's like a sharp spoon.
Yeah, I guess. Speaking of, Frank was looking for a new spoon. You haven't seen the spoon guy around, have you?
No, I can't say I have, actually. I think that they were going on vacation.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I'm sure there'll be a new spoon vendor soon. as he walks around and, well, I'm not really sure what to do at this point. Yeah, we were kind of separated on the battlefield there. Did you do what you needed to do?
John turns and looks at Asena, kind of waiting for her to respond in a moment before saying anything.
Sorta. I mean, we killed half of Ralsamon. I mean, I didn't really kill him myself. I just let him fall into the pit with that shadowy thing.
So he's still alive, huh?
Well, yes and no.
Oh.
He seemed to resign himself in his defeat. He understands that. Well, actually, how much does John know? Was he talking out loud, or was it a mental thing between Asena and Ralsamon?
He was talking out loud. I think John would have overheard. Unless, Asena, you want it to have been a one-on-one. Your call. Dramatically
No, it's
speaking.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, John's just going to kind of chime in. It seems as though he resigned himself to his fate, and in his last moments understood that Asena and I were only trying to help his homeworld. And he actually is jumping on the sword, so to speak. He realizes that at some point he is going to fall here. But I believe he's actually going to be working somewhat as a double agent, at least not with your group, but for, well, really not for anyone, against the Arbiter. I believe he's going to be doing everything he can to foul up any of the operations the Arbiter has in play and keep his gaze off of Yord. where we come from.
Well, the enemy of my enemy, I guess.
Exactly.
Still a little uneasy about even if he is weakened, such a powerful foe, the potential for power, wandering around. But, well, I'll trust your judgment on this.
Well, if what is Aina's dreams, well, it's weird. It doesn't. Apparently, she defeats this version of Ralzamon at some point, but it's already happened. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, and I don't quite understand it myself because that's not supposed to happen. But it has, or it will. Anyway, I feel very confident that this version of Ralzamon, not just Josiah Parsons that we know, but whatever multiversal connection they have, they're done fighting, and they've resigned themselves to their fate. And I think that they are going to do everything they can to honor the memory of what they were by doing the best that they can here and now.
Good.
They're in their twilight years, as it were.
Well, we're all dying. It's just a matter of how quickly. Well, it seems that in any case, it's a cause for celebration. Then we've dealt the Arbiter a significant blow, both with the Ewer and with the demoralizing of your enemy.
Yeah, we kind of rocked that keep. Great job to the both of you, and to you, Cersei. Everyone here proved invaluable in routing our enemies. That was amazing.
There's a little touch and go there. Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if you saw, but there's a huge explosion.
Yeah, you kind of almost died, Lyrus. I was actually, I was a little bit worried there for a moment until you erupted in bestial fury and started going ham on everything in the castle.
I have a little bit of a temper. I'm working on it.
No, I think honestly it does you well. You probably should just, hold on to that. It kept you alive.
Well, we'll see if it could keep me alive in our future endeavors against the Arbiter. We've got some new missions, I think, to move on. Kenny's found some new information. I have another band of fighters, very skilled group coming in. We should be returning
excellent.
any day now. So we'll be moving on that intel, seeing if we can't make some headway in our fight to reach the Grandmaster.
And with that, John turns back to Asena and Lawrence. Well, do we have time to celebrate before we go, or should we be off now?
We have as much time as we have until the world-born dead descends upon us and the other evils.
That's not exactly what I asked, but I understand what you mean. Sounds like no rest
I
for
don't
the wicked.
understand. That sounds like we don't have any time, but we also have all the time.
Exactly.
You understand better
It's
than
what
you
you
think,
call-
Asena. He eyes
That'll be
John to see what John was about to say. Because he thought he said something smart, but he's like, what was John about to say?
No, John's going to go ahead and keep quiet at that point and
All right,
just
all
nod. Lyrus, I think that it seems as though no rest for the weary, as we say, and I think we probably best be off. But please go ahead and share a drink in our name.
I think we'll have several tonight, while we can. And as as Lear says, it's the seer is actually going to stumble kind of across this scene, bumping into the table, and kind of walking around aimlessly. But then he's going to decidedly turn to Asena and John. Thank you. My vision, it's become clear again. I can see the two of you have defeated a mighty foe. How does it feel?
I mean, I'd say pretty darn good, but honestly, we've defeated a lot of mighty foes, and there's always one more to have to take down. So I believe I'm growing kind of numb to the sensation, to be honest.
Yes, but this foe was significant, especially to you, Asena, I'm feeling.
Yeah, it feels a little anticlimactic though.
Sometimes it works that way. It's the things that we're chasing for the longest. Once they're gone, we almost miss them.
I will miss Ralsipoo.
I'm sure somewhere out there he misses you too, I think. He's gonna look at John and by the way, I may or may not have been wrong about your weapon. I can see now it served you well. As he looks at your gun. At least that was shitty earlier.
Well, thank you very much, Wise Sage. I appreciate your approval.
Yes, well, I'm tired now. I'm going to go. As he stumbles off in a different direction.
Good
Just
night.
walks away.
He turns to Asena. You know, I still don't know if I like him or not, but he's definitely interesting.
I like him.
Of course you would. In any case, Lawrence, have you found a way to get us out of here?
Lawrence will look over at Asena and say, "You didn't happen to take anything off the man, did you?" And chat gave us a treasure earlier. When you grabbed Ralzamon by the throat, his costume here has like this flowing green cloak that's held on by two golden clasps. And you ripped one of those off as he dropped, he left one in your hand. But as he fell away, in your very hand, it transformed into the torn collar of a khaki shirt. Whatever he was wearing, his expedition clothes off in the jungle. Just the normal outfit
Weird.
for a rich old dude off doing tourism, trying to usher in a new world for humanity. Just that one little scrap managed to find its way. Probably, you know, honestly, it's probably in Sakura. Probably literally in the little jelly slime.
Nice.
Sakura, what do you have there? Will that work?
Disgusting.
Lawrence gingerly picks it up, holds it. It smells like flowers. It smells, you know, Sakura always smells delightful. Yep. This is going to take me a minute. Any last arrangements or words? All yours.
Yes. So this is not John. This is Matt to Mudcat. Do you have any intense or realistic plans for that ewer? Would it affect anything negatively on your channel if it happened to go missing?
I don't know. Do what you're gonna do.
Considering Lyrus said that they don't really have any plans for it, and John recognizes it as a very powerful artifact, he would attempt to swap the real one with the fake one that they made, the exact replica, and hand back the replica to Lyrus and keep the real thing on his person inside of his case of carrying.
The seer is asleep, so it'd probably be pretty easy.
Which is why he gave it to Lyrus specifically.
I hate you so much.
I'm not gonna stop you.
I'm being very clear. If Mudcat had said, I need that for an adventure, then we'd say
dude,
no. Obviously, it doesn't happen.
That's something I made up as the MacGuffin for this adventure when I was trying to work everything into the plot line. So no, it has no
great.
destiny.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it does now. It's John and Mercedes now.
I'm putting limitations on that thing. You.
Yeah, do what you're going to do. You do what you're going to do.
So as fond farewells are being said and hands are being clasped and knives are being thrown in a flirtatious fashion, and
John
Lawrence...
shares a stabbing with Baptiste for sure before they leave.
All right. I'm not gonna, what that means is between you
What
and
that
God.
means is whatever you take what it means. Yeah, exactly.
So, and you make the swap, and Lawrence is working a very complicated spell using that piece and its emotional connection to Asena and to Josiah Parsons and back on that world. and the tuning fork that's attuned to Yord. He's setting up a very complex spell matrix that will do something he's never done before and leave the void beyond time and space to go back to where you belong. He's never done this before. He hopes it works, but he's in the process of putting it all together and weaving the spell, and you have a couple of moments to do any goodbyes or any other last business aside from taking absolute game-breaking artifacts that were never supposed to be part of the long-term campaign.
Well, I suppose this is it. You're off to defend your world.
We are indeed, ours and all worlds, really. Hopefully, regardless of our success, your realm of void will remain untouched, but I'm assuming since it is connected, there's going to be some echoes, regardless of what happens one way or another.
Well,
Good luck, Lyrus.
Things do have a way of finding themselves here, as you well know.
That's what I'm worried about. I hope that anything that we take care of is not going to find its way here and make too much trouble for you.
Well,
It seems as though things that die or are crossing from the threshold of life to death have a chance of finding their way here. And we're going to be ending the life of a lot of really terrible things.
The chaos is hard to predict here, but in any case, whatever comes, we'll deal with it. After we've dealt with the Arbiter and things are right, we'll have all the time in the world to deal with your cleanup. As he kind of winks at you.
Lawrence continues to weave the spell as a moment of silence passes between the two of you. The door is almost open. Go ahead, Matt.
John's just going through his bundle of items and trying to figure out what he can do to the kind of Wizard of Oz last little gifts to everyone. So he's just gonna kind of go by from person to person and just start passing out just some floats of Majetson that he's been collecting through his adventures and make it apropos as apropos as possible to everyone.
You have time to make it apropos. What are you getting? Baptiste the Seer, Frank the Cook, Kenny the Spy, and our werebear Goliath here, Lyrus. Asina, you're good at gifts. Feel free to chime in.
The Seer's asleep.
Yeah.
Don't bother him.
Oh.
He'll just leave it on his well, I don't know if he has a nightstand or just a table.
No, he just sleeps literally wherever he lays.
Okay, well then
he's actually over here laying in front of the door, just on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, very good. Just right in front of the door.
Just laid down in front of the door and fell asleep instantly.
To Kenny, he's going to leave a ninja disguise. So that way, regardless of where he finds himself, he'll always have a way of being able to be where he needs to be. The shadows will be his friends as long as he keeps this disguise nearby.
Oh, thanks. This is going to come in handy in the future.
I hope so, my friend.
Got a lot of plans for this. Going to get me to some tight places and maybe out of some too.
That is the hope. To the cook, he's going to leave a vial of acid because a vial of acid can't be any worse than the slop that he peddles to everyone on a daily basis. He'll hand the vial of acid to Frank, and he's going to say, "This is going to be a special spice that you can use to enhance the flavor of your meal. Use it wisely."
Oh, okay. And he's going to take it. He's going to drink it.
Okay.
And then he's going to belch it up. It's spicy.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm glad you like it, Frank. And John moves very quickly on to the next person.
I was about to be like, well, I've been watching a lot of Food Channel recently, and they're always saying that this dish or that dish needs more acidity, so maybe there's a use case. No, he just drinks it. Okay.
Just drinks it.
For Baptiste, he is going to present. It looks really cool. It's special in that, like, it's nice. But he's going to be taking a vibronic knife that he had collected from Lacunas that he's going to be presenting to him. Exactly.
I'll write that down.
Don't just throw this at anybody. This is going to be for a very personal stabbing. You're going to get up and close, in very, very close proximity, if you know what I mean. And you'll want to give it to him and make sure this doesn't just go flying off the handle, as it were.
As he walks up really, really close to you as he grabs his dagger. Hey, John Carmichael, all of my stabbings are personal.
He kind of leans in and whispers just so that Baptiste can hear, and he goes, "I know."
Yes.
And he'll move on to the next person.
A love story for the ages.
And to the sleeping seer, he's going to go ahead and grab the hypno gun that he's been carrying around for so long. And he'll leave a little note next to it saying, if ever you need to get someone's attention for your lovely stories, this will be a way that you can keep them entranced.
Let me clarify. The hypno gun is literally like one of those spinning. It's a thing with a motor and a spinning disc with swirlies on it. It works because of weird science, but it's just like
As long as it makes that sound.
yeah, totally. Little theremin in the background, you know, that's how it works.
Yeah.
And then and then to Lyrus, John approaches. Well, I gave you a rather nice gun earlier, and you put it to what seemed to be pretty good use, and then you threw it off the side of the wall. So
Well,
firearms aren't really your thing, I can tell.
No, it had a kind of messy, honestly. Really loud. Not my thing.
Well, firearms aren't your thing, but you tend to take quite a bit of damage as you make your way through your adventures, and I'm hoping that this is going to be of some use to you. And John's going to take out a superior potion of healing and give it to Lyrus.
There we go.
May this prove to be some use for you as you make your way against the forces of the Arbiter. You find yourself in a pinch, and your overbearing ferocity is not adequately coming to bear to protect you. At least this will be something that can keep you in the game.
I appreciate this, and I'm sorry that we don't have anything to give to you. As he starts to pat down his coat. Wait, there's one thing I can give you. I don't know if this can help, but we have everything we need here. I don't really have any use for this at the moment. As he hands you 400 Electrum.
Oh! The greatest currency!
I don't, we've got what we need.
Don loves money. He'll take it happily.
Even the filthy Electrum.
John doesn't care about Electrum like Darius does. He'll take it gladly and kind of just offering his forearm. He'll shake Lyrus's enormous paw. Oh, trust me, your friendship was quite enough, and you've given us far more than you realize. And John isn't, but Matt's winking.
Yeah, well, the same. And I wish you all the success in your endeavors. And maybe someday a happy retirement before you fall on the field of battle.
Well, if it turns out that we shuffle this mortal coil, there's a chance we might see you again. So until then, Lyrus, take thee care, friend.
I'll just nod at you, and he's getting really hot in his werebear form, so he's gonna start pulling off his armor and just dropping it on the ground, really unceremoniously, as you all are leaving. He's just stripping down.
Oh.
All right. Lawrence.
John will turn to Cersei. Are you coming with us, by the way?
Oh yeah. I'm leaving immediately. First lightning rail, first whatever you've got. What do you have around here? That guy? Yeah. First thing out of here. Immediately. As far away from the Arbiter as possible. Something
Excellent.
eradicating every last molecule of your soul. You know?
Yeah, not a good vibe. Lawrence, a table for 4.5, please.
Half?
Well, Chester's coming too.
Oh. All right. He mutters to himself, not angrily, more just like doing the math under his own breath, you know? And he will run the calculations, and a teleportation circle illuminates but it keeps flashing between the normal bright blue of floating air runes and this weird purple and black as it reaches through the void, trying to form a tenuous bridge connected between 2 points beyond time and space. His eyes illuminate with the same light. His gray hair floats upwards as he holds two realities in tension in the eye of the paradox for a moment. Now, he says.
They go for it.
All right. Asena, you're good for it?
Yeah.
All right. As Lyrus and the faithful and all of them recede from view, there's one moment. It takes a moment, Asena, for the normal grasp that you have on these portals, your connection to the astral sea, because you're so far away even from that it's unfamiliar. It's the same sensation you felt walking through, except instead of being forcibly dragged along in the wake of the Arbiter's terrible hand, now you're being pulled back by your own memories, your own connection to this place, as you hurtle across time and space, traveling all the way from the void of D20 Deathmatch back to Yord, back to the heart of the crystalline cavern where Ralzamon's psyche was stored moments before you defeated him. Perhaps, at long last, you'll never have to fight him again. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. This has been so much fun. Did you have
I
something?
have a quick thing.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
was a quick thing.
somebody-
Go for it.
Of course you do.
Well, someone played a Streamloots card. We're being watched, so I think it'd be really cool if
Oh, don't worry. That's
never mind. All right.
That's the stinger. That's the
okay.
stinger.
I
let's
was
do
going
it
to
now. Let's
offer
do
a
it now.
stinger, so you've got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Let's do that now, shall we?
Before that,
Okay.
as you guys fade away, Kenny's. Yeah, I didn't really like those guys. There's oh good, give me a fucking break.
All right. Meanwhile, in a fortress far from here, in a throne room, a twisted echo of the Grand Throne, where the Arbiter holds court, where the Grand Master holds court over the death matches. A terrible figure sits upon a throne. Mudcat, describe this character for us once again.
The Arbiter, a very large individual with glowing white wings, all dressed in all black and white leathers, sits upon this throne made of ice as his hands grip the sides, and he's got 8 individually colored rings on his fingers as he sits with his long hair and beard here, just sitting back, relaxed in the chair, his wings kind of not folded behind him, but kind of folded out and resting almost kind of on the back of the throne, looking very, very wide, very blood eagle-like.
Before him, a mental projection. For one brief moment, this ancient being, this man who remembers the reign of the king before the Grandmaster, when the shadows ruled, whose power over the void and ability to reach across time and space feeds the bloody chants of the death matches themselves, who's responsible for selecting champions from across all worlds for the Grandmaster's games. There's a brief moment, just at the point of contact, as Lawrence reconnects these two worlds and does what very few have done without the direct intervention of one of these powerful beings. A snapshot, a freeze frame of that first moment when they departed. Nothing of the faithful's stronghold can be seen, just these figures suspended in a moment in time, fractured off from the rest of them, just as they realign with their own reality. Unfamiliar faces, except perhaps for one that he's seen before, one that he himself has selected in the past. Before him, on the other side of this frozen image in time and space, Ralzamon stands, his psychic powers pulsating around him, but the vast echo that was pulled from beyond, gone. Merely himself, merely the man who stood in the arena against Asena, who was drawn away after her victory.
as he sits relaxed and sees this image. Once again, you were defeated by her.
She was not alone. This was no duel of honor.
Honor doesn't exist, as he kind of pushes through his hand through this etherealness and kind of waves this vision away. It doesn't even matter at this point. I could kill you now, sure. But the next phase of my plan has begun. You've served your purpose. And at this point, it would be just kind of sad. Like stomping on an ant.
As you will it.
If there is poison in his words and in his voice, it is mere dregs, drops. Their potency long since expired. Their ability to kill, their ability to harm, bloodied and muddied out by defeat after defeat after defeat.
And the Arbiter stands up, really tall, 8-9 feet tall, as these wings fall back behind his back, and he kind of saunters a little bit down the steps of this throne toward Ralzamon. There is one thing that you can do for me.
I obey, Arbiter. What?
Gather my champions, for the fight is near.
He bows, he turns, and what psychic power still remains to him begins to spread out amongst the children of the void, calling them to the battle that is to come. And scene. Now we're done. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. That was the Kiss of Corruption and the We're Being Watched that got played down at the end, planting that there. You can find out what the Arbiter's plans are over on D20 Deathmatch on their YouTube channel. They have a playlist that has all the chronological behind-the-scenes stuff and the meta plot in order that you're going to be able to watch if you want to get that whole story. This has been a ton of fun, Mudcat. I'm super glad that you were down for this crossover. I had fun. I hope all of you had fun.
This is a good time, just getting to dive into the in-between places in the lore, and just getting to like bring other characters in that we don't know and flesh out the world. And thanks to you for DMing it and making up a bunch of shit that I can use now.
all yours. Good DMs borrow, great DMs steal.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say aside from thank you, everybody? Follow D20 Deathmatch, follow Casters and Castles, follow my esteemed cast on Twitter. Coriander Society is live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific. D20 Deathmatch is on Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific, right? 9 p.m. Eastern?
Correct.
Yeah, hell
Correct.
yeah. It's awesome. It's usually one-on-one fights. They've got some other plot lines going on right now. They've got their own interactivity, the Box of Chaos, hero points. You can cheer on for the champion that you want to support. It's just overall a ton of fun. Any other shout-outs or things that you needed to put out there, Mudcat?
That's it. I think you covered it.
Awesome. Matt, Pods, anything from the two of you?
TwitchCon is this weekend. If anyone is going, would love to meet up with you.
I'll be at both of the tabletop RPG meetups 10 a.m. Friday and Saturday. Go ahead, Matt.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if you've announced the other thing that's happening, or if that's still on the down low.
I am working to get the cast 100% locked in, but not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that, we're going to be doing another special miniseries, another special sponsor series. So stay tuned for announcements about that.
Yes, so please join us next week, as we are going to have a downtime episode where John and Asena are going to return back to the place where it all began. They're going to be returning to Northport, and we'll have just a bit in order to figure ourselves out before we get headlong into another amazing adventure.
Sweet. Well, on behalf of everybody here, Thank you for all of your support. We'll see you next time on both Casters and Castles, and of course, D20 Deathmatch.